New Jersey coffee is streaming right now. Words. New Jersey coffee jug is streaming right now.
Good evening, everybody. NJ Coffee Junkie here, coming to you from the great state of New Jersey and the Joe Hills Patreon server with, I almost said 7 of mine because I'm so used to playing there yet, even though it's been a few weeks. We are on the same seed as Hermitcraft Season 8. I'm here in the Zombie XP farm, the Community XP farm. This is where I come to hang out with my homies over here, and I just tickle them in the knees. I just kind of swing, I swing, I swing, I swing, and I just tickle them like, hello, hee hee, and they give me balls of excitement, of XP, and it's good stuff. See, look at this, all the levels, all the levels. Do 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 do. Oh, let me put the music back on. Do 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 do. But how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. I am over the moon right now. I had such an amazing weekend. I can't wait to tell you all about it. The music's really loud in my ear. I'm going to turn it down. Is it loud for you? Is it loud for you in your ears right now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me over the music? If so, that is amazing. If not, I will adjust accordingly. But hello, Grays, Breeze Babe, Easy Peasy, Vin with the NJ Pog. Thank you. Breeze Babe, enjoying some Sour Patch watermelons. Love it, love it, love it. Mahi says, oh, thank goodness. I was going to go insane when I realized I had nothing to stream right now. Well, I'm glad that I can be of assistance to you. And yes, Graves, those are a thing. I'm not a fan of the Sour Patchness myself, but I hear that people like them and they are good stuff. Easy says, I just had a bowl of cereal that was half frosted mini wheats and half cinnamon toast crunch. You like to live dangerously, don't you, Easy? Because I can taste that, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it right now. We used to do that when I was a kid, right? Like, whenever 2 boxes of cereal were running low, my parents would always encourage us to mix the cereals together. And we had I think we called it, like, double and triple treat, like, you know, like you do when you're kids. And so we would do that, and it was always, you know, just, you know, that kind of stuff. And so, you know what, I'm going to leave the chainmail chest plates alone because chainmail is so hard to come by. But I will take these, actually, no, I'm going to leave the potatoes. I was baking them, but we have so many baked potatoes. We could probably get away with not baking them for a while. I'm not in here. I don't have anything to mend, really. I just come in here when I like to think and I like to talk, and well, actually I am in here for something. I'm gonna be in here for about a good 15 minutes or so, not just for the levels, but also because I want to take all this rotten flesh and I want to trade with our friend over here. It's nighttime right now. He's sleeping. Because my goal is to get a second set of enchanted diamond gear that I can have as a backup. Hello, Micah. Hello, Melons. Hello, Lacerte. How are you? Hello, Huffle King. How's it going? The mini wheats ran out and I didn't want to have half a bowl of cereal. Taste-wise was good, texturally interesting. Because Cinnamon Toast Crunch just kind of disintegrates in milk, whereas mini wheats kind of hold their weight. They hold their texture almost, where if you let them sit long enough it gets a little mushy, but not really. It's like that in-between sweet spot where, you know, if you just had dental work you can chew. Let's see. Mahi says, oh my gosh, started a new world, spawned in a village, first item was a diamond. Yes! Yes, that's how you want to kick things off right there. Good grief. So yeah, as I was saying, I am doing so unbelievably well. I am sore. I am very, very, very sore. But I am very well. So this is the first time that I have streamed. Yes, about that. Hold on. I'm gonna turn the music down even more in my ear because it's so loud. Holy crap. Okay. So yes, yes. Okay, so a lot's going on. So yes, I am getting braces. My first braces focused appointment is in early August, and I have already we've already put down the deposit for my braces. My braces are going to cost about $6,000, and I hate it. I hate that it's going to cost so much. I hate that we have to shell out that much, but it has to be done. Not happy about it. So I am basically saving every penny that I have. I'm saving every penny I have to pay for these braces. I said to my husband, I said to Hubs, whose birthday was yesterday, by the way, so can I have some hype in chat? His birthday was yesterday. Even though I was off, I did not stream because it was his birthday. Yeah, so I basically said to him, well, all the stuff I get from streaming and my part-time job is going towards my braces. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Breeze Babe, I watched playback. I watched playback of, I didn't watch Black's, I didn't watch his debut live. Coffee Hubs. Yeah, I'll have to tell him you said that. I did not get to watch it live because we don't watch AEW in the house, but I did watch his debut on Twitter. They had like video footage of it, and I was so glad to see him with that shiner. It was just really nice to see him take advantage of the 30-day no-compete clause as opposed to the 90 days he should have had. Sorry, I have chocolate milk. I wanted something after dinner that was sweet and had chocolate in it, and I just went, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. And that's fine. Did I see his Instagram video? No, I saw the promo. I saw the 5-minute promo and was blown away by it. I just went, hoo boy! Hoo boy! This is gonna be messy, and I absolutely loved it. It was the right amount of, yeah, I saw the promo, and it was just next level, like just really messed up. It was really messed up in the best way possible, I gotta say. Like, oh boy, holy moly, just chef's kiss good. That's how good it was. It was chef's kiss good. All right, let's combine these iron swords because we can. We're always encouraged to keep the chests organized, and every time I come in here, they almost never are. So to see them somewhat organized actually is a relief. But I can spend hours in here, and I did this on Joe's previous not Joe's season. I do this on Shamblecraft a lot because of what I sell on that server. And so I will, you know, I'll be here for an hour just like flicking zombies in the knee. Hi, Dahlia. Hi, Blue Wave. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Then shows up with the black eye. It was a great spin kick. It was pretty stellar, I have to admit. Just nice extension. Just really nailed it. It was really, really nice to see. So yeah, I'm gonna probably spend another 10 minutes in here. You were there last night organizing. Well, yeah, this is my calm, happy place that's not at my base with my pups. So I get that. So last week you probably saw that I went caving by myself, which was amazing. It was so validating. It was so validating to be able to go out, and eventually, you know, have my you know, like fellow area mates there. Just lighting the place up. By the way, I would be remiss if I did not mention, Galaxy 12 and S. Leonard Photo. Yeah, Leonard, yeah, the H is silent. for the follows. Thank you so much. Appreciate that so much. Hi, Gamma. Good evening. What's up? How are you? I invited the Draw for Charity board to come and chat if they wanted to. As I have to sneeze. Achoo! That was a weak sneeze. It's going to be a bigger one. Hold on. Achoo! Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Breeze Babe says, yeah, in the video he mentioned being hit by Matthew. Matthew's the real name of Buddy Murphy. Yeah, okay. I kind of figured. Oh, easy. Thank you for that tier 1 sub to Blue Wave. Appreciate that so much. Mahis, Dankeschön. Yep, Gamma's here. Gamma of Draw 4 is here. That was a cute, dainty sneeze. Who are you? Well, you missed the second one then, because that was loud. And if you were talking about the second one, yes. I couldn't mute in time. Thank you. Yeah, so it, I don't even know where to start with this week, y'all. I really don't. So, I will be perfectly honest, I don't remember anything from Tuesday night to Friday. I don't remember a single thing except I worked from home. I worked from home last Wednesday because Manatee had a dentist appointment. He had to have a tooth taken out. So that I think that was that Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday? I think that might have been Tuesday. I don't remember. Yeah, it was Tuesday because it was hotter than hell outside. And I had trouble breathing being outside because it was so hot and humid where I am. And I'm only in Jersey, and it's not supposed to get that hot, but it was hot. But Wednesday and Thursday, after I got home from work, I had stuff to do. I had calls, I had meetings, I had all this stuff. And, you know, the Draw 4 crew, my friends, these beautiful people that I get to volunteer with and spend my time with, we were just like on it, just getting everything done. And then Friday, I had to work. Now get this. Now this is a story for you. This is a story for you. It was hot today. It was it was awful, but not nearly as bad as last week. It was still tough though. So check this out. I'm at work, and we're supposed to get projects coming in, and I said to my office manager, B, his name starts with B. I was like, B, there is no way on God's green earth I'm working this weekend. I have a 48-hour event. I have to be home before 7. Nuh-uh, I ain't staying. And he goes, well, I know you have this thing. I'm not going to ask you to stay. And I said, good, because I ain't. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So we figure out everything. Stuff got pushed back to Monday. And I said, great. I did everything I had to do. And it's like 5:30. I'm finishing my last project. And I'm like, where's Manatee? Manatee should have been here by now. I got to go. And I see that he calls me. And he says, I need you to take a rideshare home. I'm stuck doing stuff for work. I can't come get you. And I was like, oh crap. Okay. So I call the rideshare, and I'm starting to sweat a little bit because I'm like, I have to be home by 7. And it was already almost 6. And sometimes the rideshare doesn't come right away. So rideshare shows up. I get home by 6:15. I was able to have a quick snack, like a mini dinner almost, and we started the 48-hour event. And meanwhile, I'm making sure all the overlays I have are needed and all this other stuff and whatever. You're waiting, Breeze Babe, you're waiting for the sweets. What, to be an AEW? You just have to wait for Corbs. And I don't think Corbs is leaving anytime soon. Didn't he re-up? Didn't he re-sign recently? Or whatever? Kindle says, swamped by schoolwork this week, writing a small modular reactor proposal and building a DB in another class. Consequently, haven't been able to turn on Minecraft since Sunday, so this stream is giving me a familiar reminder of why I want to get my work done. Oh, you mean to be on tonight? Yeah. I don't know what time they're streaming. I know they're streaming more often now, so I try to pop in streams when I can. But the thing is with them that I don't have the heart to tell them is that it drives me bananas when I see people pop in chat and saying hello and they don't acknowledge chat. Like, I think they're sweethearts, and I think they're wonderful. I really do. I've met Breezy and I've met Dilly, and they're awesome. But holy biscuits. Like, every time I come in, like, Corbs, when Mommy passed, Corbs was, like, right there after I was because I was talking to him when they were still on Mixer. Breezy was talking to you last night. Yeah, for some reason, I get frustrated because they're so focused on what they're doing, and that's just a personal thing on me. That's a personal thing on me that I gotta get over. I might raid, you know what? If they're still going when I'm done, I might raid them. Because that would be kind of neat to do. I think that would be fun. But don't tell them if I do. Don't tell them if I do. I've never raided them. I don't think I've ever raided them before, so I'm going to have to do that. But welcome on in, everybody. I see there's a whole bunch of people here. So welcome on in, everybody. Whether you're in chatting or lurking, I appreciate you. Just want to let you know that I see you and that you're awesome. Thank you very much. Kindle says, some streams are more talk, others are more self-narration, and some are action. I appreciate your talk streams. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But yeah, so we did this thing over the weekend. We raised a crud ton of money for Child's Play charity. It was my friends and I, Gamma, who's in chat right now, Pasta and McBoots. Pasta and McBoots are the founders of Draw for Charity. Brosephine, who's a good friend of mine, and Joe, of course. The six of us, we are Draw for Charity, and we raised over $12,500 for Child's Play. And last year we only raised about $5,200. So to be able to more than double it, at the end of the weekend, we were just like practically sobbing, all of us. Like, not on camera, of course, and I felt bad because I was the only person who didn't show their face, but there's a house rule with me, and you know this, that I can't show my face until I go full time. Until I make enough doing this to quit my job and make this my job, I can't show my face. That's what my husband asked of me, and I totally agree with it, and I understand his reasoning and all that stuff. So, in fact, before I even get to that, Breezebabe says, Dilly was mad at me because on Stream Loots I played a Dilly ditch card. Of course you did, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to play those cards at those particular moments. So good job right there. In fact, we were at like Staples or like one of those places over the it wasn't over the weekend. It was where were we? When was this? Was this Monday? This wasn't Monday. Was it Monday? This might have been Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. It was Thursday. We had to stop because he needed glue. He needed special glue for a project he's working on. Or he was working on at the time. He finished it. He was putting together a broken token box. And while we were wandering around the store, he was looking at things that I needed or would need for the office to stream. And so he was helping me try to figure out what external hard drive I need for all of my videos, which if you didn't already know, hit ! socials. I have a YouTube channel. Hey Darth, good to see you. Breezebabe says, and also with that, I played a Dilly couldn't cuss for 5 minutes or he had to do 50 push-ups. You're just mean. You're mean and I love it. Good for you. Get him. So, in any event, okay, have I replenished this enough yet? No. I need more. Do I have an Amazon wish list? I do, but it needs to be updated sorely. I do not have one for my streaming stuff because I only have one for that's personal. There's supposedly some like stream gifts thing that my friend Kaylina has where it keeps everything private and you can send it to a P.O. box and stuff. But Manatee said, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready for a P.O. box. Because P.O. boxes are expensive, and depending on where I get the P.O. box, people can figure out where I live. And he doesn't want that yet. He doesn't want people to figure out where we live. Yeah, like you all, like the 6 of you have my number, and you know, you have an idea of where I live. And Joe knows where I live. He has my address. But yeah, so I don't have that set up yet, but I should. But we were walking around the store and we were looking at external hard drives, and he picked up a new, I can't show it to you, but he picked up a wrist thing for me because I was using an extra piece of soundproofing that was left over. I don't live in Minecraft. No, although Manatee did rebuild our house. So there's that. Alright, do I have enough to try to get another set of armor yet? I need to, like, build up my emerald stash here. I'm also getting a ton of levels, which will come in handy. Why don't we fix up this leather tunic? Somebody can use it for something, especially if they're fighting magma cubes. Very good. Boop. There we go. Yeah, so one of the things that we saw was a green screen that attaches to the back of a gaming chair. And I thought that was really, really cool, because I thought he was looking at the chair, and I just replaced this chair not too long ago, so I was like, okay, you want to look at the chair, that's nice. He's like, no, you can use this, you can use this green screen. You can use this green screen for it. And I was like, don't I have to use the camera? Right? And he's like, well, you know, when you go full time, you know, like when you're ready to go. So I have said this before. I have said it again. I have said it before. I've said it again. I will say it again. It's so nice to see, you know, that he's so supportive of this, and he knows how happy it makes me, and he knows that, you know, this is slowly building into something. And you know, I almost have 2,000 people following me, which is bonkers to me. It's just wild. And my house does not have colored concrete. It's stucco. It's stucco. It's something. It's not like my friend's house. She has a really cool door. Okay, so well, let's see. We have some gold. We have some diamond ore I could break, but I didn't want to because Joe gave us that, so I didn't want to do that. Do I have enough? I'm gonna let that build up for another minute. Come on, zombies. I don't have all day. I need your knees, please. Give me your knees. I would like your knees and everything attached to them, please. Kindle says stucco is the diorite of IRL. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So during the 48 hours, right? During the 48 hours, this is what happened. This is what happened. First, on Friday, I got to play Among Us with the board, and my friends Liara, Technomage Grim, and why is my brain blanking? My brain is blanking. My brain is blanking. My brain is blanking. My brain is blanking. I'm so tired. I'm still so burnt. I'm so burnt. But there were like 8 of us, or 10 of us, and it was absolutely wonderful. Oh gosh, why can't I remember their names? I'm so bad. Why am I so bad? But yeah, so Liara, Grim, the 6 of us, Liz, if you're still here, help me. Who was with us on Friday night? Because my brain is blanking. I know there were 10 of us. Or 11 of us. Oh, Ian! Oh my gosh! I'm such a toolbox. Ian! Yes, my in-person friend. And I said Grim, Liara, Ian, the 6 of us. I think that Liara didn't make it because she overslept. I know that. She felt so bad. Oh, gosh. Yeah, she was modding. She ended up modding, but she didn't join the game. Hi, Zarlord. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. So that was Friday night. And then Saturday morning, I got up early. Earlier than I normally... Well, about the same time I normally do, to be honest. Rolled out of bed. And Liz and we got to play Sagrada. I got to teach everybody how to play. And it was wonderful. And then we hit... on Friday night, we hit $3,000 in the first 3 hours. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And then Friday night, we also played D&D. We did a D&D one-shot together. You almost won. Yes, you did. You were neck and neck with me till the very end. It was really cool to see on your your very first game. I loved it. It was so. It was just like it was so much fun. But we played Sagrada Saturday morning, and then I was supposed to do a segment Saturday afternoon for like an hour, and I kid you not, our air conditioner had pooped the bed the week before. And so Manatee went and ordered another one because we had that air conditioner. That air conditioner was in that window since before we moved in to the house. Kelvan, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Make yourself at home. Come on in. Get comfy. I'm just splunking zombies because I took all of the rotten flesh to get some diamonds to see if I could get some more gear. Ow. Rude. And so I'm being a good server mate and just replacing it. And I'm probably going to move on to do something else in just a little bit. But yeah, I should probably finish replenishing this and then go do some trades maybe. I was somehow not following you. Well, you're following me now. I'll take it. Better late than never? I don't know. It's fine. Good to have you anyway. Sorry, I keep like sipping on this chocolate milk and the straw is just completely not working right now. But yeah, so Saturday afternoon, Hubs replaces the air conditioner. We get it. We realized last weekend, not this one past, the one before, we tried to replace the air conditioner ourselves and couldn't get it out of the flippin' window. So I said, okay. And Manatee said, I'm going to have my brother come over and he's going to help me take it out. I said, sure, that works. He said, but he has to come over on Saturday. What time are you not going to be on air or streaming so that he can come over and do this? And so I gave him the window and everything was cool. He was going to show up after the window. I was going to do my little thing and I was going to be free from 2 to 9. And that would have been it. Because I was streaming for Joe later that night. Because Joe was at a convention and the internet there is basically, a baked potato. He'll tell you the same, more or less. And I kid you not, 5 minutes before not 5 minutes before I'm supposed to start, I had been messaging Pasta, 10 minutes. I was messaging Pasta, hey, by the way, my brother-in-law showed up an hour early. So I can't do my hour segment. Somebody else has to do it. And he didn't get the message at first. And I was like, no, dude, I really can't. My brother-in-law just walked in. They're going to tear the air conditioner out of the window. And 5 minutes after my brother-in-law walks in the door, my brother, who was coming to pick something up from me, my sister-in-law came over and they had brought the kids and I hadn't seen them since August. Right? I hadn't seen any of these people since August. So now my house is full of people. The stream is playing in the background on the TV in the living room and in the office. And my brother, my husband, and my brother-in-law are beating the ever-loving pants off this air conditioner to pry it out of my kitchen. It's all noise. My sister-in-law's with the kids. The kids are like, what the heck is going on? My brother, who had just come in to pick something up for his daughter's birthday party the next day, which he knew I couldn't go to. He knew I couldn't go to it because of this. Because my big segment was during their party. And he's like, we understand. We know this is for charity. You had this on the book for like 6 to 9 months. We get it. You're cool. Nobody's upset. Whatevs. Good. Okay. Because my niece will sometimes watch my streams with her mom or my dad or her dad. Like, they'll sit and they'll watch it together. Which is also one of the many reasons why I'm family friendly, because I want my nieces and my friends' kids to be able to watch this. Even though what I do is not necessarily for kids. Even though right now I'm just beating the garbage out of zombies and collecting random stuff. It's fine. It's fine. I did have a house full of people. And the sensory overload was real. I was so worn out. Because they stayed for a good, like, hour or two to help with the air conditioner and get it in and everything like that. And I felt so bad. And I was profusely apologizing to Pasta. Like, Pasta, I'm sorry. That just, like, got dropped in my lap. And he's like, no, Nabu, you're good. He said, you're good. He's like, don't worry, NJ. Everything's fine. We've got this. You know, be with your family. We understand that this was a thing that happened. You know, it's not a big deal. You know, it's just, you know, one thing to, you know, whatever. And I said, okay, good. I'm glad you understand that, you know, this wacky thing happened. Yeah. So that happened. So Saturday night, or what have you, a couple of days before the event, Joe messaged me and said, so the other person that I wanted to have with us can't make it. Do you still want to play in the D&D game? I went, boy, howdy do I. Because I've always wanted to play in his Ravenloft game, and every single time I've wanted to play in his Ravenloft game, I've been out of town. Hey, Orca. Good to see you, friend. How are you? But seriously, though. Seriously. What the heck? So, all these people in my house, everything like that. Later on in the night, after my brother grabs what he needs and leaves and everything like that, it was so good to see them. I was trying not to cry because I hadn't seen them in almost a year. My niece's birthday was the week before, so I was talking to her, like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Because you haven't told me jack squat about what you want. Kindle says, check your inventory. I left you gifts all ninja-like. Ooh. Ooh. Did you what? You seriously did not ninja me a tag and a Nautilus shell. Ah! Thank you. I need to find some place to put it now to keep it safe. 8 shells. Thank you. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be so good. I have to bring these back over to where we are. Yeah. I don't know how to use them, but I will figure it out. We will figure it out. I will figure it out with you. I'll figure it out. Oh gosh, thank you. Good grief. Okay, let's get these boots combined. I should probably stop using my levels, but I don't care because I love repairing gear. I also should probably have gold, but that's fine. Shells, hearts of the sea, some prismarine. Oh yeah, that's how you make a conduit. I've seen it on screen. Has NJ noticed? Seen what on screen? Yeah. Hi Shaco, how are you? So yeah, so I have dinner with my brother-in-law. We still had the stream on, so I was listening to what was going on. My brother-in-law leaves, my brother and his family leave, and I'm completely wiped out because I've now engaged in complete sensory overload with a dash of big event burnout. And that's not a bad thing. That means that's pretty good, you know? So here I am. You know what? This was all full. I probably should keep doing this, but I've been at this for a half hour. I did start streaming early on Saturday. I did. So I had talked to Joe before the weekend, and he had wanted me to be in his game anyway. And so I'm gonna actually take all of this back with me to my my future treehouse, so you can see the stump. By the way, tonight I was originally going to stream from Impulse's Patreon server because he just, hey Yergi, he just launched season 6 of his Patreon server, and it's been full since Saturday. It launched on Saturday, and it's been full for 3 straight days. I could not get in, and that is totally fine. That's okay. That's totally fine. Not me being low-key sad I didn't peep Vin's sign. Did you seriously put a sign up while I was in there and I didn't see it? Hold on. Hold on. I'm going back. I need to see this sign now. I never want to miss one of Vin's signs. Hold on. Gotta go back and see the sign. I got an ace of base. I got an ace of base myself here. I gotta see the sign. I gotta have my eyes opened up by seeing the sign. Derp. Whee! Look at this. We're spinning. We're spinning. We're spinning. We're spinning. Nice. Nice, Vin. You got me. You got me good. You got me good. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so Saturday night was Ravenloft, which was Joe's, yeah, the following person in the chat. Yep. And Joe had reached out to me before the weekend and said, you know, the internet isn't reliable. He discovered that on Friday or Thursday or whatever it was, whenever he got to where he was. He said, yeah, the internet's non-existent, and, you know, I have this only this one spot where I can go. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, that... Hold on, what's this? Ah, so that's what we decided to name it. Okay. The Jungle Commune. Because we live where there's... with a homemade, or a, like, man-made jungle biome, because we didn't have one. Okay, so there's something there. Are the videos up yet? Yes, the videos are up. The reverb in that spot. I think we can have people follow the warped Nylium to Babelar. Okay, good. Good. VODs are up. We'll post to YouTube in a minute. Yeah, so, if you hit exclamation... Wait. Yergi, can you do me a favor? Can you hit Ooh! Oh, that's right. I left the pick here. Big drip leaf! Yay! I'm gonna take all this with me. I need to name another pickaxe. Unbreaking, Mending, and Silk Touch. Beautiful. Oh, we all got one. Nice. Okay. Now, they built a road for me. Ooh, that thing got bigger. Can you hit exclamation point, draw for charity? Draw the number 4 charity, all one word for me, please. I'm showing everyone the road to my base. My part of base. Oh, sorry. Exclamation point SO draw for... Space draw for charity. Derp. Oh, this is new. I like it. That looks cool. Thanks, Yerg. Yeah, and Yergi was, where Joe was and everything like that. Did you end up seeing each other and getting a picture together? Because Joe couldn't remember if you did or not. I kind of figured you didn't because he was tied up with us for almost the whole week. Almost the whole weekend. But I saw the picture of you with the SMP, and I'm really excited for Saturday. So, peeps, check this out. On Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, Yurgi and I, even though we'll be on separate teams, are going to be participating in Casa Nirvana's charity UHC. And Melons, I saw what you posted in my Discord, which, by the way, if you hit !socials, you're actually stuck at work. Wait, you're not gonna be there, Yerg? Are you kidding? No, no, Yergs, no, 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 no. Oh, poop. I am the sadness now. I'm the sadness. I was hoping you'd be part of it, but I am there because Joe can't make it either. But I'm gonna be there, and I got Fally, Sammy, and Jess from Shamblecraft to come with me. And so we're going to be Team Shamblecraft, and we are... Ooh, my stuff's growing nicely. This is my cupcake. I've got Cow over there, and then Moof over there. I think that's the dog. I think that's the cow's name. I forget what I named it. A zillion friends in the event, though. I'll be rooting everyone on through Twitter. Good, 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 good. Okay. All right, what do we have here? I've got glowberries that I should plant somewhere. I don't know where yet. Oh, goodness. Okay, I've been going for about almost an hour, and I need to take a health and safety break. I'm in a safe place, so I'm gonna... Oh, wait. Hi, Vid. Welcome, Vid Raiders. I'm NJ, coming to you from Jersey, and Joe's Patreon server. I am apologizing right now. Hey, Garbage, good to see you. I'm apologizing in advance because I need to take a quick health and safety break. So, I am going to give you guys a topic in chat. Go for it, Gamma. Go for it. So I'm going to be right back. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you in chat to tell me what your favorite charity that you like to support is. Give me 2 to 3 minutes. Well, Vin, I need to use the streamer's room, so I have to step out for a minute. But if you're on, can you show Queenie where it is? I will be right back. I'm gonna leave the music for you. Sit tight, and if you need to, stretch your legs. Yes, I will talk about that in just a minute, Gamma, I promise. Okay, I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. Some things just cannot be waited for. Alright, so favorite charities. Let's see. Later, Liz. So Gamma said one of her favorites is World Builders, which is another charity that, Draw for Charity supports. We will be doing a fundraiser for them, I think, in December. More on that in the coming months. Nam says Ren's SOS Africa event usually supports some things that happen in their hometown. Orca says honest charities, usually local ones like a shelter. A person they know is doing her best to accommodate people who have no income and making ends meet. She has this food exchange place where people can swap food they can't have for food that they can. I think that's kind of nice. Okay, sorry about that. Easy says I like to support the Trevor Project. Great organization. Shamblecraft actually did two weekend streams where they supported the Trevor Project, and we were able to, thanks to Fally, we were able to bring in, hey Trilly, good to see you, welcome on in. We were able to bring in $1,300 for that charity, which was absolutely wonderful. I cannot tell you how great that was to be able to support them and be a part of that. Sop says I like to go as local as possible. There's a little community fridge that leaves food for anyone who needs it. Zombie says the charity I have supported most is most likely Child's Play. Okay, fair enough. Serena says currently trying to support raising the voices of Indigenous groups in Canada. Very good. Hello, Trilly. My favorite fellow coffee enthusiast. How are you? How's everything going? And thank you for the 50 biddies. Stellar says Make-A-Wish. I've gotten to work with them. That's really cool. Make-A-Wish does so many wonderful things for people. I think that charity is top notch. Okay, so I have these Nautilus shells. I'm gonna leave them over here because I don't know what to do with them and I don't want to lose them. I also realize that I don't know what to do with the drip leaf. And the glow sacks I don't want to lose. The emeralds I'm gonna hold on to, obviously. The gunpowder I can use to make rockets when I eventually get an elytra, but I think I'm gonna hold off on getting an elytra. I think I'm gonna hold off, actually. I don't really need one as much as other people do. And yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off. Oh goodness, okay. Let me put the magma cream where I have the space, because I don't need it in my hands right now. The wheat comes in handy. And the flesh I can go bring back to the cleric. I have a lot of cleanup I have to do with this. I got a lot of calcite that I took from the geode. Oh goodness, I have I have a lot of wheat. I didn't think I had so much, but that's good. Alright, let's go. Let's go. So let's replant this because we're trying to get this to where it should be. I'm trying to grow carrots to trade with some of the villagers. I'm trying to get wheat or bread to trade with some of the villagers. I've got potatoes growing because I hear they're very popular. I also love spuds. Potatoes are so good. I also have this over here. This is my bone meal composter, so that when I'm ready I can just bone meal everything, because you know all this. You know this is what I do. And I have all these goodies that were left over from the caving last week that I've barely looked at. There's deep slate lapis, there's lapis, there's obsidian, there's copper ore. If Vin wants the copper ore, she can totally take it. Now over here, I have been very, very busy. See, those are my babies up there. I don't remember what the cow's name is, but the horse's name is Cow. because it's a roof cow. I don't ask either. I don't ask questions. It's fine. I've been slowly tearing this all down. Now, last week, we went through here, and we've got a moo baby stuck down there. We have to figure out how to get it back, how to get it out. And on this side, we have a really deep cave system that I'm pretty certain. I don't have any. Do I have torches on me? No, I don't. This we pretty much tore through. And I don't have any iron. I keep forgetting because I want to grab that glow lichen. But if I need stone or anything, I can just come down here and start tearing it all out. So I could totally do that. Like, I could open all this up. I won't right now, but I have to remember to do that. I gotta remember to turn right at the glow lichen. So let's get out of here. This is sufficiently lit. It should be fine. But what I've been doing, though... Oh, Kindle says, I donate to affordable housing advocacy group in Ontario. Good, good, good. Nilosa, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Now, this is going to be a pretty big tree. So more of this behind me has to go. Nilosa says, NJ, I love this weekend. I'm a Joe Hills fan and just found out about you. Awesome content. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I've learned a lot from Joe over the last couple of years. We met 3 years ago at Too Many Games, which is this convention out in the middle of Bumblenut, Pennsylvania. No, that is not the name of the town. That's just what I call it because I can't remember the name of the town. We met there. He was at the convention with Wells and Python, and Wells had brought his wife, so we got to meet Mrs. Wells. And I actually sent her a coffee mug a little while ago. A couple of weeks ago, I sent her a coffee mug because she had said, because I said to her, you know, I sent her the picture of it. And I had asked her, you know, hey, do you have a mug like this? And she said, no, I don't have a cow mug. Now, if you know Mrs. Wells, you know how much she loves cows. I mean, she's a dairy photographer. She takes pictures of cows. And I'm thinking to myself, what kind of dairy photographer does not have a cow mug? So I sent that mug to her. Because it was available for sale. I sent it to her through her P.O. box and was delighted that she liked it so much. Because everyone should have a cow mug that they love, you know? I have, I think, 3 or 4. But yeah, we met then, and I've just had the opportunity to not just get to know him as a person, but to learn from him as a streamer and everything like that. He's the reason why I started streaming, and it's funny because he always comes up when I stream on Tuesdays. I wonder why. Him, the Hermits and Skiz are why I started playing Minecraft, because my husband played and still does play Minecraft. He's on Tango's Patreon server, actually. He's on that one. I'm on this one, Impulses and Cleos, although I don't play on Impulses and Cleos nearly as much as I'd like. And Impulses is full because it just started over the weekend, and it's going to be full for a couple of weeks, I think. So I'm going to patiently wait my turn. Alright, so there we go. I need more of these trees out of the way. Hi, Jerander, how are you? I'm going to give you a shout out, Jer, because I haven't seen you in so long, and I think everyone should be catching your content so much. You need to go check him out. Go check him out. He'll thank me later. Just go do it. Do the thing. How's it going? How's it going, my friend? Haven't seen you in a bit. Let's see. I'm probably going to end up, now that this is all done, if I only still streamed, I just do the YouTube. Hey, however, hold on. you should be able to post your YouTube. If not, let me know, because you should be able to post it. If not, we'll post it. Because you have two. You have the cocktail one, and you have your personal one. Like your I play the games one, right? Durander's a mean mixologist. You should check that stuff out. Like, seriously, go do the thing. Yep. Yeah, I know you've been busy. That's why I haven't seen you. I relate very, very hard to that, actually. Oh, yeah, so I was talking about Draw for Charity, and here's the thing, Nelosa, that cracks... Oh, okay. Yeah, just, whisper it to me. I'll post it for you. Here's the thing about me, Nelosa, that you might not know. I'm very much like the dog from Up when I tell stories. I'll start on 5 or 6 different stories, right? I'll start on 5 or 6 and then bounce back and forth between them. And my stories are, they make sense if you can follow along, because I just get really sidetracked. I'm very silly like that. And I have, yeah, just whisper it to me, Jurander. Yeah, I'm very squirrel. Very, very squirrel. Hi, Dawn. Good to see you. How's it going? Of course, of course. Yeah, send that to me. Send it to me in a whisper. And I will post it. A Twitch message. Either that or Discord me, either one. One or the other is gonna get to the viewers. I'm gonna post it for you. So, we shall overcome! We'll get it to work. We'll get it to work. We'll get it to work. Thanks, Orca. Coming through in the clutch, as always. And I'm just gonna take down this... I shouldn't take down the mushroom cubes, but it's fine. This is all lit up anyway. We shouldn't have zombies. Today, at least. But I do want to... I should probably cover this up. Hey, Julie! How are you? Oh, for Pete's sake. Come on now. Let's go. I don't have all day for this. NJ is New Jersey, yes. Some people think it's my initials. It's really not. It's literally the state of New Jersey. I'm good, my dear. I'm good. We're on my friend Joe's Patreon server. And there it is. I gotcha now. Alright, so hold on. First off, everybody, if you are into cocktails, then go to that YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe. Again, you will thank me later. And then this one here, this one is for all of Durander's videos. So go do the thing and thank me later. Do it. Do the thing. Go do it. I'll wait. I'll wait right here. Go do the thing. Go follow my friend. Go subscribe to my friend. Do it. Okay, there we go. All right, so anyway. So yeah, we have to figure out where we're going to put all this. And we have to figure out how we're going to expand this circle. Because essentially, this is going to be a super, nor should you stop. Do not do that. This thing's going to be pretty dang big. And it's going to be pretty dang tall. Your friend says hi. Oh, hello, friend. Hello, friend whose name I don't know, but I will probably find out later. Hello, hello. You can't see, but I'm waving. Oh, goodness. Her name is Allie. Hi, Allie. It's good to meet you. Hello. I hope you had a nice weekend, Julie. Alright, so I need to figure out now how I'm going to expand this. You did. Okay, good. Good, I'm glad. Alright, hold on. This thing is going to be massive, which means I'm probably going to have to tear what I have here down so I have a better visual. Oh, that means we're gonna have to remeasure, y'all. We're gonna have to remeasure. This is all coming down. I'm gonna have to rebuild this later, but it's fine. It's fine. No harm, no foul. We can leave everything where it is. We can leave the inside, but we have to take down the shell. Because I need to put this... Yeah, I know. Art rip cupcake. We're gonna make a bigger cupcake, though. We're gonna make a bigger cupcake. That's a promise. We're gonna make a bigger cupcake. I'm amused. Look at this. Hi, Finn. How are you? The door just stayed put. That's great. I've never seen that before. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, I've seen a door stand upright underwater, but not like that. That's really funny. It is a magic door. Oh, that's cool. The candles are available on bedrock, and the azalea bush can be put into a pot. Yes, I saw the azalea bush being able to be put in a pot. Oh, and here are my dogs, Alfredo, Chicken, and Pesto. They were named by chat last week. I was able to get name tags from Joe during our last petition hearing when he killed us twice, and it was great. Okay, so we're gonna just take down this shell here, and we're gonna figure out... Oh, poop, I broke the banner. Crud. Okay, hold on. I can put the banner... Nowhere. I am on Joe's Patreon server, Finn. I need to dump some of this stuff I have on me, though, or else I'm not gonna be able to pick everything up. Okay, nope, I need that. I think I'm okay for now. But I need to pick up this whole mess. I gotta pick up... Okay. Alright, there we go. And this banner has to go back on the ground somewhere, so that's gonna go right here. Because that's marked on the map. I think room helped with that. And I just broke the item frame with the bread. Okay, and busting baguette with the typo. Okay, very good. So all this stuff is going to stay as is for now. I know that I need zombie protection. Apparently... What did you do, Vin? What did you do that you're thinking you did done witchcraft by jumping with a horse? That's not necessarily witchcraft. Depends on what you jumped over. But you're fine. Yeah, I think we might have made this big enough. Jumped over a witch. That would have been funny. Alright, so we took the shell of the cupcake out. And just in... This is really flippin' weird. This is like x-raying. Neat. Okay. So here we go. We need to make this really big because I did this about 10 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's about 13 blocks wide, and 13 blocks wide is small. This tree that I'm putting together is going to be a lot bigger than that. I would assume it's going to be at least 3 or 4 times that. So it needs to be about 50 blocks wide, which is probably way too big. But I want this tree to be flipping massive. So I wanted it to be somewhat close to the ocean, but I don't think that's going to work. So part of me thinks that I'm just gonna have to go ahead, cover this part up with dirt, which I have plenty of over here, I think, in this chest. Yeah, I have tons of grass blocks, but I have more dirt, so let's get some dirt. It kind of, well, see, here's the thing, Orca. The first thing people are going to say is, oh, you're just copying Iskal's tree. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily copying Iskal's tree. I wanted to do something that was different. I wanted to do, size-wise, no, it's not going to be as big as the Omega tree, because that took all season. That's a little much. What I think I want to do, because I basically wanted to build a simple starter house, but I wanted it to be something that was almost, you know, kind of silly. So I was like, all right, what can I do that's kind of silly? Have it be in a tree. It's more like, you know, Return of the, you know, the Ewoks and the tree houses they lived in, where it was, you know, structures that had round. Okay, so it's the Star Wars, right? Star Wars. The Ewoks, right? And my brother can fill you in, because my brother's a Star Wars guru. He knows everything. Ewoks, funny fuzzy cannibals, kinda. It's kind of, my inspiration's kind of a mix of the Ewoks and Iskal's tree. Because my original thought was, oh, well, I could live in a desert, right? I could live in a desert. Sob says, glad to stop in, but definitely didn't get enough sleep last night. Gonna head to bed. Go do the thing. Go get some rest. I will catch you another time. I'll be streaming again on Friday. Actually, I'll be on Joe's stream tomorrow night, actually. So maybe I'll see you there. So yeah, I like I said, I tell stories all in bits and pieces, so you're along for the ride, y'all. You're along from the ride. But yeah, basically my thought was, oh, make it like so it's a mix of Iskal's tree a little bit, okay, backing up. I gotta back up because I got 5 stories in my head, and they're all trying to tell them, they're all trying to be told at once. And I must be driving you nuts. Sorry about that. Anyway, so originally my inspiration was to build in the desert and build a desert castle. Then I was invited to be part of Babalar, which is not that far from here. And I built the starter house, a little simple house, high tropic, for Babalar. And I was going to build this elaborate basement that had glass and everything for storage. When I was told that Babalar is a city that's underwater and that my design would not be feasible, I said, well, I still want to do that. What structure can I use to build this basement storage type area? Well, heck, I'll just build it in a flippin' tree. So then I said, okay, well, I could do something like Iskal's tree, but instead of having all the storage in the lower part, just have the whole tree be storage, and, you know, have one center spot down, like, in the center, and just have each floor, you know, be topped with glass or something, and, you know, you'd see all the way down. Chest tree, exactly. Kind of like a chestnut tree, but it's a chest tree. Exactly, Orca. You get it. You get it. You understand. So I wanted to do that. But then I'm like, okay, well, where's the house going to go? And that's where the Ewok inspiration, or, you know, like almost D&D inspiration comes from. Because they live in these houses that have these, you know, like circular-ish balconies or walkways that you can walk around. You can walk around the tree. And so that's what I wanted to do. I want to have indoor and outdoor, like a walkway that you can walk up the tree. So that's kind of where my thought process is. And it's going to be It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to try my best to make it look the way that I want to. And, you know, also, I did build a tree as part of a competition that Joe ran, I think, earlier this year. And so, I got really inspired by that. Mahi says, I got 3 diamonds, 5 obsidian, and a book from raiding 2 villages. Do I make an enchanting table or do I make a pick? If there isn't if you have a village where you have someone that can give you books and stuff like Silk Touch and Mending, make yourself a pick. If you don't, if you can't get enchanted gear or books, make an enchanting table. Alright, Jarander, have fun. Be well. Many hugs to you, friend. Good to see you. Alright. I think I need to shave even more of this island down, because I want this thing to be huge. So, I have 54 blocks on my person. If this is going to be 50 blocks wide, and let's say we start here as block number 1, right? Let's see if I can do this. Which obviously I'm having some struggle busting here. And a little bit of the lag. This is going to take a minute. At least I don't have to count it, because I know that I started with 54 blocks. And I'm not going to move the torches. Well, actually, yeah, I am going to move the torches, because that's going to confuse me. I should have 4 blocks left when I'm done. Okay, so obviously that is not going to work. 50 blocks wide is going to be too big. Now, if we cut down, 50 blocks wide is going to be too big. I had 54 blocks. I put down 43. So if I cut down 3... Okay. So this is 40 blocks wide. Well, easy. You're talking to someone who built a saucer that was 64 blocks wide. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab my shovel. I'm going to count out 35. Because I think 35 is the sweet spot. Because it doesn't have to be super duper big. It just has to be big. Because that's also going to tell me how much dark oak I need to grow. Alright, so I have 54 blocks. And if this is the outer layer, like right here. Sherbert04 Plays, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Make yourself at home. Alright, so if this is the outer block. Hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's go to the expert. Let's go to Pixel Generator. My favorite tool. Because y'all know how much I love circles. In Joe's Season 6 Seed realm, I built a cafe that the saucer was 64 blocks wide. The cafe itself was 32 blocks wide. So I think 35 blocks wide is going to be perfect for this. So if I put in 35 blocks wide here, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 35 blocks, right, would be here. So if we boop this out, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, that's not going to work. We have to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This right here is 35 blocks wide. From one end to the other. That's pretty flippin' big. That's pretty big. So it looks like we might have to shave a couple more spots off of this. But if this is the center... Let's see, hold on. 17 and 17. So that's the 18th block. Wait, no. The 19th block. No, hold on. Half of 35 is 17.5. So block number 18. Block number 18 is the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is the middle block. Perfecto. So now what we do is we count 17 this way and 17 that way, and that's going to tell us how big our circumference is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boop, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, this is going to be a big old mamma jamma, ain't it? 1. Good thing we have dirt for this, y'all. I've got dirt coming out of my ears. Not literally, because that's kind of gross. But here we go. Here we go. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. I should just make the walls by growing up dark trees around the perimeter, keep trimming them and keep going up. That's smart. Nelosa says, as a Brazilian, the only reference from New Jersey is The Sopranos. Well, it's better than the Jersey Shore. Good grief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And the composter is 17. Okay. So this is going to be huge. And I can tell you right now, we're going to have to shave some more stuff off to make this fit. Like, this whole thing's got to go. This here's got to go. We'll have to flatten it out a little bit because it's hollow underneath. But if I remember right, Sammy cleared it all out, so it's not too bad. It is going to be a big one. Did not mean to do that. Boop. Yeah, there is a little bit of block lag. It's not ideal. I mean, there are a lot of us on the server right now. I mean, not as many as Impulse right now, because it just opened. So a lot of people are on there, but that's okay. Okay. Zombie says, I have realized playing on ZombieCraft has distorted my perception of what a large base is in Minecraft. I managed to hop on ZombieCraft for a minute. For a couple of minutes. I put a sign up and stuff, and I was just like, you know what? I was just so floored, and there was nobody really on, so I didn't know where I could put a starter house, and I wasn't sure if the server would be reset. Sherbert says, is the goal a tree or a building? Yes, the tree is the building. I am attempting to build a tree as my primary base of operations. And in doing so, okay, so this is going to be where the tree is, but it's all the way out to here. So this and all this has to get flattened out. So let's keep going with this. I don't know where the hollow part is, but it's something. And Vin, thank you for showing Queen Dark Lady where the jungle area was. I could not show her right at that moment because nature needed my attention for a minute. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna have to make sure to put a lot of torches down. Okay, so I think if this is the end, I think we've managed to clear the space, but I have a feeling the rest of this platform is gonna end up going when I'm done. So now that we have this laid out, now we're at this point where we have to clear this away, because anything in this quadrant has to go. So yeah, so from here, all of this has to go. So here we go. I'll leave the tree for later. I'll figure out how to get to it. I'm just gonna keep digging till I see air. Let me see. Is that right? Yep, I have to keep going. And now what I do is I come over here and take this out. And I'm basically, I really shouldn't just, you know, assume that I can count, but I try. So anyway, let me tell you more about the Draw for Charity weekend. After I answer Nelos's question, in a single-player survival world, I have a philosophy: interior and functionality first. What is your opinion? Check my chests, maybe? I should have 3 fish that Vin is welcome to. Okay, there we go. Let's get that last mushroom block out of the way. Good, 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 good. Alright, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And more beach destruction. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I do have streamer brain, Orca. What was your first guess? Oh, that reminds me, Orca, before I forget and get deep into my story, I will not be at Clash of the Creators to help Skiz on Sunday. It's my best friend's birthday, and we're getting together at her house, and she actually rearranged her plans so that Manatee and I could be there, because she wanted to do something in an indoor restaurant, and we said no. We said we wouldn't go. Not because, you know, not because we were trying to be mean or anything. It's like, okay, well, we're not ready to eat indoors yet. And the one other place you picked, I get food poisoning from it almost every time. She's like, "Oh, I love this place." Yeah, you have the gastrointestinal fortitude to handle it. I always end up like hugging the toilet because something they put in something I'm allergic to or whatever, and I just don't know what it is yet. I haven't determined what makes me sick. It's a Chinese place. And just something about the food always turns my stomach. Or, if not mine, Manatee's. Like, every time. Every time. But yeah, I will not be modding for Skiz at Clash of the Creators. MSG something? Well, I've had MSG before. I'm not allergic to it. Just, I don't know. But she really wants us to be there, and she knows that I've had a lot of, that both of us have really struggled in the pandemic, and, you know, she works in healthcare, so she's kind of been ahead in terms of, the vaccines and stuff. Like, she was one of the first people to get it. So, in terms of being comfortable with a lot of different things, she's, a lot more advanced than we are. So for her, it's, you know, NBD. For me, need a name tag? Because it's not named. Hey, Gamma. Oh yeah, it's not named. I have a stack of tags if you want one. They might be in my ender chest, that's why. Oh, okay. Alright, enjoy. Vin has her kitty. Curse of the game lag. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I think I've cleared away enough now. So Gamma, while you were gone, I've been telling like 5 stories all at once. Sherbert says, I want to send items over there for storage. Boom, slime block item slingshot. That's actually really clever. That's a clever idea. So while you were gone, I tore down the exterior of my base to get an idea of how big I want my tree to be and how much more terraforming I have to do. I measured it out to get the circumference of this tree, with the center block being here. Yeah, this is going to be one of the bigger builds that I've done. I don't usually do bigger builds, but I'm doing this one. And this is gonna be a big one. That's why all these trees are gonna go bye-bye, because I need all the dark oak I can get my hands on. I also have to bone meal a lot. I have to bone meal a lot of dark oak. Dirt is his favorite planting block. That's very true, Zero. Very true. So I'm gonna put pixel generator up here. I probably shouldn't put it up here, but that's fine. We have a skelly farm, Gamma. I also have my composter. Hold on. I'm gonna pop out chat. Okay. So let's see. Let's close this. Let's put this here, and then we're gonna take a pixel generator, and we're gonna move it to here. And I'm gonna put chat over here. I'm just doing some finagling over here so I can see chat. That's all. No harm, no foul. And let me shorten it just a tad. There we go. Now I can see. Okay. Beautiful. This is what I like. This is what I like. All right. Now we're in business. Now I can see everything. I have 2 monitors, and I don't have enough space on my monitors. Just saying. Just saying. Because I have to look up. I look up when I hear the Streamlabs ping, and I look up for Discord, but I can't look up for the pixel generator because I'm going to give myself a neck ache, and that's going to stink. But let us grab... We have some dark oak logs to start, but what I want to do is basically empty my pockets, because we're going to need a bunch. And let's empty the stuff I don't need. For now. For now. Let's grab all these stacks of dark oak, because we're going to need them. Now, the way this is going to play out is we're going to take out the last block of the thing, and we're going to replace it with dark oak. And there's one in the center, and then there's 2, 3, 4. There's 4 on each side for a total of 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we take 1 and then put 3 after it. Like so. Then we go 1, 2, 3 on each side. I love making circles. I don't know why. There's just something very, very pleasing about it. I think it's just because it looks so symmetrical. I like the symmetry of it. It's a very true symmetry, if you will. Bad jokes aside. Alright, so after the 3, we have... How many 2s? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 sets of 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then on the 6th one, we come down to, come inward to, rather, 1, 2. And then we go out, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. If we did this right, which we did, okay, there we go. That is the first quarter of this circular structure, which means that we are going to have to do a lot more terraforming here. And I'm going to have to take my time with this because I always mess it up. So I got to do it right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breaky, breaky. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did not think this cutting plan all the way through. This is going to cut right into the heart of this build. Poop. Alright, stay here. I'll worry about it later. Oopsie! That's fine. We'll work around it. 4, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Meep, meep. Move your tail. Come on, Pesto. Move. Oh, this dog. Like right over the... Boom. Break my bed. Because I can. And then 3. And then 1, 2, 1. Somehow that doesn't look right to me. 3, 2... 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's supposed to be move chicken. 2, 3, and then to here. So this is wrong. I knew something would be wrong. What? Hold on. Nope, other side is wrong. Okay, hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, because the under chest is in the way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's wrong. That goes there. 1, 2, 3. How the hell did I screw this up? 4. Oh, I see. 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that doesn't belong there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I've made a mess. Okay, hold on. We're fixing this one way or the other. I should have just torn the floor out. That's what I should have done. Where's my dirt? Do I have any dirt? Okay, good. I have dirt. There we go. This all has to get torn out. I feel so bad. I can't tear down where my dogs are because my dogs are going to mess everything up. Because I don't want them falling in the hole as I'm trying to build, you know? Thank you for pointing it out, though. I knew something was wrong. Alright, where's the pick that has silk touch? Because that's where my ender chest is gonna go. I would cry if my ender chest broke, not gonna lie. Because I don't feel like putting it back together again. And this I'm gonna have to break. Can I pick that up or my hand? Oh, my hands are full. Okay, hold on. Can I... Let's drop that one piece of dirt to get that there. Because this is all dirt. And this block right here is dirt. So we'll put the dirt there for now. And then... put that there. Work in 4 hours time. Oh goodness. Good. Have a good one, Sherbert. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good night. Be well. Stay safe. Appreciate you coming by as I try to figure out math. Okay. So I want to say that we have solved our derp problem. The derp on my end. I did the basics right. Like, this side is pristine, but this side got all out of control. So there should be 4 on this side, and there's only 3 on this side. So let's put some dirt in. Because there's supposed to be a block here. Then it's 1, 2, 3. And then it's supposed to be the 2s. So 1, 2. So that's not supposed to be there. Where's my axe? Let's put... Alright, so that's fixed. So let's see. We've got the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2. You know what it is? The dogs. The dogs screwed me up. Because I need to stand them up for a minute so I can see what I'm doing. I realize that now. So I'm going to stand up my dogs and get them to move. Come here, pups. Come here, puppies. Come on. Okay. Alright, so let's try this again. 4, 3, and then 6 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll fix that later. 5. And then 6. I will fix all of that in just a minute. I gotta tear all... I gotta tear all this out. Can you not stand where I am? Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gotta fix this now. And put dirt down there, and then... Okay, and then this doesn't belong here. So that's 6. 1, 2... And then this needs to be filled in. This goes here. This gets chopped. Sorry, I've got the hiccups from dinner. That's filled in, and then we've got the 4, and then the 9, and I think, by Jove, we've got it. I think we have the first layer acquired. I think we did it, y'all. I think we did it. Yep, we did it. This looks even to me. Let's take a climb up. Let's take a good climb upwards. Hi, Jwancy! Did you see I tried to log on today and I couldn't? Yep. That looks okay to me. This is going to be one of the biggest builds I've ever done. This is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be gorgeous. And I now have to take down the cupcake tree. Okay, so this means I need to take out where I'm standing. I basically need to... I'm not pushing it back any farther. I just put this together. I'm not moving it. Juancy, yeah, I could not log into ISV because there were 58 people on. So I knew I wasn't getting on tonight, and I wasn't going to bother. I will get on in a couple of weeks when it's calmed down a little bit. I have to talk to Ken, Ruby, and Tilt, and maybe Phoenix to let them know that I'm not coming on for a while. Because there's so many new people, too, for him, and I want him to have, like, I want everyone to be able to play. I'm patient. I can wait my turn. You know? I can wait. I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, I've turned off, I turned off Pixel Generator. Yeah, 58, Serena. I turned off Pixel Generator because I didn't need it anymore. I'm gonna put chat back where it belongs. I'm gonna close this. Oh no, Orca, that's not good. Alright, there we go. There we go, there we go. Alright. Alright. Now, for those of you who might have just popped in and I did not catch you, my name is NJ Coffee Junkie, and I am coming to you from the great state of New Jersey. And I'm here on the Joe Hills Patreon server, Joe Hills of Hermitcraft. I am on the same exact seed as Hermitcraft Season 8. And I am just here. Let me see if I can pop chat back in. I already popped out chat. I don't need to pop it out again, thanks. Weird. I'm just gonna put it here. That's fine. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so yes, hi pups. Okay, so it looks like I gotta take this down, which means I might ask Fally to take the horse down, because I don't want the horse to have fall damage. And I need to figure out where I can get a lot of, I have to figure out where I can get, a lot of planks to fill this in. Because this is gonna be a bit bonkers. So, I've got some work to do. Ah! Oop. That's alright. Which means my front door is here, which... Oh, it's off... Oh, it's off-center! It's off-center to the bridge! No! It's off-center to the bridge! You know what? No, we're gonna... No. We're gonna make it work. 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 I want to extend this. Yeah, exactly, Grace. Oh! Hi. No, I did do it. I did. I think we're gonna make a path. We're gonna make a path. Hold on. This is the center point. I'm not gonna make you move the bridge. That's silly. And it's also gonna take forever. But I am going to have to, am I gonna pull a pearl and tear it down? No, because this legitimately took me an hour. This legitimately took me an hour to do. No, I am not. But I am tearing this down and I'm gonna fill it in. Yeah, see, we filled all this in. I think what I have to do, is empty my pockets first and foremost. And then... Yeah, I'm gonna make this work. Hold on. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Vin says, NJS Moon, go, go, go. Oh, that reminds me, y'all. Pearl, I won something from Pearl's stream not too long ago, and I finally just got it. She finally sent it to me. Apparently Humble, where she gets all of her stuff from, she was having difficulty with it, so she messaged me. She's like, I'm so sorry this took so long. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm just happy to, you know, I won something. I'm not complaining. Like, you're not gonna get a single complaint out of me. I'm very grateful. And, the Pearl and Impulse memes are hilarious, though. The Star Wars one had me rolling. I was laughing so hard. Because it's so on point. And I need another chest. Holy crap. I seriously need, like, 87 shulkers, people. I need some love over here. I could probably get away with stuff. This is all gonna have to move. That's fine. I'm just gonna sleep in the bed. Let me sleep in the bed. Let me sleep in the bed. Let me sleep in the bed before the zombies eat my face. I don't want to fight zombies tonight. Please don't make me sleep. Please, please, please don't make me fight the zombies. They did literally quote the meme, I think. Honestly. As I chug my... Which seltzer do I have tonight? Cranberry lime. Yeah, I need to channel my inner B-dubs. If I had cats like I did on the previous season, or on Shamblecraft I have cats, which, by the way, episode 11 is delayed until I can get replay mod. I have to shell out the Patreon. I do, because you can only get apparently you can only get replay mod that's functional in 1.17.1 through Patreon. So I'm gonna have to just suck it up and go get it. I'm gonna have to go get it. Mahi says sometimes big trees absorb a smaller tree, so you could do a smaller tree that is your entrance attached to the corner of the big tree. I could do that. Because maybe what I could do... Well, I need to clean this up a little bit. I need to clean this... I need all of this to go, and I don't know where the cow went. The cow's still up there. Hold on. Hold on. This is not gonna work. I need shears. I have no chests left. Do I have planks? I definitely have planks. Not here, though. Where do I have planks? Because I need to make... Wait, I have an empty barrel in my thing that I've been using for, Yeah! Excuse me. I have an empty barrel that I'm not using. Let me use that for extra storage. Yeah, sure. Leave it, leave it, leave it. No, not my sword. What don't I need on me? I don't need the trident on me. I need just one arrow, because I have infinity. Alright, there we go. Poop. I will put my thingy back together eventually. Okay, that'll give me a little more space. And it will allow me to take care of this. But first, I need to go grab iron. I need to go grab iron and get another bucket. I also need shears. I'm gonna grab shears first. Because all this has to come down. And I have a feeling I'm going to be up till 1 in the morning doing this. Cow, I am so sorry. You're going to have to come down. I hate to do it. I don't want to do it. But I have to do it. You got to come down, buddy. I cannot have you up there. I feel like I'm tearing down the whole thing just to redo it, but I'm not technically redoing it, I'm just upgrading it. Because this is going to be my base. I'm thinking about just building a simple starter home off to the side, like I... Oh my god, you are hanging by your waist. That's not okay. What did Fally do to you, baby? What did Fally do? Fally, I swear, I'm gonna have words with that man. But it's okay. It's okay. I will get the cow down. Don't you worry, everybody. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna get that cow down in one piece. Let's go. Let's get the cow. Yes, the cow is definitely going boing, 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 and that's not okay with me. Not okay. We're gonna rescue the cow. No! Thanks, Liz. Good night. It went splat. Can we have Eps in chat and Spoons in chat? For that dangling cow that we tried to save and failed. I am so sorry, cow. You deserved so much better. All the Fs, everybody. All the Fs. Oh... Every time they bounce, it adds to their distance fallen. Dang it! I didn't know that. Hi, Rex. How are you? Ah, Rex. That's right. Rex was the other player Friday night. That's right. Rex was with us. I'm not going to get revenge on Fally. I'm just going to ask him for another cow that I'll name. Yeah, I will, Nilosa. I want to take this all down first. Dang it. Let me scoop all this up while I'm down here. You've seen that from experience? Yeah, it happens. It's okay. I'm trying to salvage the, I'm trying to salvage the leaves up here, because I tore down my cupcake and rebuilt it. Let me show you, Rex, before you go to bed. Let me show you. So, I started construction on my base for the season, and this is how big it's going to be. It's going to be 35 blocks wide all the way around. Yeah, Fally wanted me to have a cow and tied it to the roof. Yeah. This isn't the biggest build I've ever done. My Nether Roof Cafe in Joe's Season 6 was. But this is still up there. It's up there with large builds. It's basically taking a premise that I wanted to do for the community build that I couldn't do based off of what the community build was going to be for Babalar. And I decided to just do this for myself instead. Alright, I think that's all of it. So, let's get down. So, yeah, it's a combination of the idea that I had for storage and Iskal's Big Tree and the Ewok Village, I guess. And no, I did not get that idea from Ren. I just had it in general. Okay, so the shears survived, and now we are re-exposed to the skies. That's fine. So, what we're gonna do... Because I've got about another maybe hour I could go before I have to sign off for the night because of work in the next morning. I have to go into the office tomorrow. Let's grab a whole bunch of these logs, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around We're gonna probably do 4 or 5 levels. At least we're gonna try. Essentially, I want this tree to be so tall and so wide that I'll be able to put stuff around it. And I might use oak or spruce. Probably oak, honestly, because oak... I think oak is going to be the best because it'll show up. Or birch, either one, because I want it to contrast. Alfredo, really now. Come on. You are in my way. Why? Alright, come on, you three. Get over here. You know what has to happen now. You sit. You sit. Where's Pesto? I got Alfredo, I got chicken. Where's Pesto? Pesto! Pesto! I don't have... There we go. Come here, Pesto. Flashbacks to Omega Tree. Yeah, I'm not trying to rebuild Iskal's tree. And no, I'm not that familiar with Lord of the Rings, to be honest. You had fettuccine Alfredo? Nice. I had, we had, I think, Salisbury steak that, Manatee made. That was pretty good. We had raviolis for lunch. And for breakfast, I had a donut and a scone. So I've been eating really healthy today. But, in all honesty, I really am, you know, trying to be better. But hold on. I've been saying, like, 6 stories here. I haven't even finished the Draw 4, I haven't even finished the Draw 4 story yet. And I'm, like, all over the place. So yeah, Friday night was a lot of fun. Rex was imposter so many times, and I was imposter none of them. No, I was imposter a couple of times. Not on Sunday, though. Oh, absolutely. Gem's sweet. The first episode I watched of hers, I had to be really careful, and that's why I asked about closed captioning, because, when she speaks in certain tones, it triggers my misophonia, but it's not too bad. We did team up. NJ Murder Team won our round. We did. I'm surprised that I was able to use the vents the way that I did. I was just like sitting back, just completely grinning from ear to ear, like, oh my gosh, I didn't let Rex down. This is great. Yeah, Melons, you know how it is with me. You know how it is with me. So Sunday morning, after playing Ravenloft with Joe, Quinn, Travis, and who was with us? Who else was with us? It was Quinn, Travis, myself, and Manu. Thank you, Grace. I'm sorry. My brain is a delicate Swiss tonight. So, like, little bits and pieces of it, as I continue to recover, from the weekend, are kind of getting away from me. But yes, Manu was with us, and Manu hadn't played in like 25 years, and it was just absolutely wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. So there's that. It's just wow. Just wow. Yes, as in Manu of MPT3K. Yes, Joe had asked him to participate, and he asked me because he wanted to have a woman play as well. Thank you, Rex. I'm gonna actually stand up for this. Everybody, if you can and feel up to it. If you're not like in your room or anything, just stand up, put your arms over your head, and just gently stretch. Feel that stretch in your shoulders a little bit. Oh, goodness. Okay. There we go. Boom. Thank you, Rex. I appreciate that. Goodness. Okay. I felt that in my shoulder blades. Good grief. But yeah, so it was Manu, Quinn Murphy, who DMs Joe's Pathfinder game, and and Travis from Child's Play. He's one of the directors of Child's Play. And so Joe had invited me to come along, not only because I was streaming the game for him, but because he wanted to have a woman play, and he knew that I really, really wanted to play. And the person that he originally had asked was unavailable, and he said, well, do you still want to play? I was like, yes, finally. Yeah, he writes for Pathfinder and everything. Quinn's great. I loved playing with him. I would love to be able to talk to him about DMing and stuff like that. Because I haven't really been into D&D for a long time, and then I did a one-shot with Joe because I thought I'd really enjoy it. He did a Stranger Things focused one-off, and I've had not so many, but I've had enough negative experiences or neutral experiences where as an inexperienced player, when you play with experienced people, depending on the DM, and this is no slight on my friends who are DMs, not at all. I'm very particular. When you have a bunch of players who are experienced and very type A, they will take the lead, and the rest of the players are kind of just there to follow, especially if they're not as experienced. And a good DM makes sure that every player feels comfortable, like they're engaged, and like they have something to offer and something to contribute, and they're not just there to, take up space at the table and the whatnot. And one of the things that I will always praise Joe and Pasta for is that they are two DMs who not only understand that, but embrace it. And so they will always make sure that their players are supported, that they are essentially cared for in a sense, and that they always feel like they belong at the table. That there's always going to be a way for them to contribute. There's always going to be a way. Anime Wee, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. That there's always a place for them, that there's always a way for them to participate and participate equally. Yes, this is 117.1. This is the Joe Hills Patreon server, Joe Hills of Hermitcraft. I'm his project manager, NJ, and I am in the middle of building my base, which is going to be within and at the top of a treehouse. Hey, honey, how are you? It's so good to see you. How are you? Thank you so much for all of your help. And Rex, too. Thank you so very much for all of your help with this past weekend. You congratulated us on what we did, but we couldn't have done any of it without all of you helping us out and modding for us and keeping the chat, friendly and everything like that. Like, we really could not have done it without you. So thank you so, 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 so much. Nilus says, I watched Joe's stream managing the Patreon server. Yeah, he does once a month petition hearings. So basically, if people want stuff on the server or want stuff to happen within the server, he'll have everyone who is available get together, and it's usually on a weekend because that's when because a lot of us have day jobs. Like myself, for example, I have a day job, and so we're in the office or wherever we are all day. So he'll make a point to be able to have us give our petitions and stuff. Okay, Rex, have a great time. And Vid, you too, have a good shift. Be safe. Anime says, does anyone in the server have netherite? I have a pair of netherite boots that Joe gave us all. He each gave us a pair of netherite boots, among other things. He summoned a dragon and had to kill all the entities. Yeah, he didn't kill my dogs though. Because I think I would have been very angry if he killed my dogs. Yeah, if people brought their pets didn't make it. Unfortunately. Rip to the pets. But yeah, no, I would have been furious. But no, he did not kill my pets. Let's see, how many more rows can I do with what I have? Because I have a lot of dark oak logs, thankfully. I might have to spend a stream growing dark oak logs. Good grief. So before I get into what happened on Sunday with Among Us, just as a programming note for this show, if you will, Joe calls what he does a show. I don't call what I do a show. I just call it hangout time. If I'm coming into the suites, do it soon. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I've got another 45 minutes yet. But if he wants to come in here, he's welcome to. You can let him know that. I'd love to have him. He won't, but just saying. Ow. Can I make netherite armor and tools? If I had the netherite, yes. As Melons just said, some people do have full netherite gear. I only have the boots that he gave out during the petition hearings. I do not have my own gear yet. I have not had, I do not have the supplies to go, debris hunting. That's great. I don't care, Facebook. Leave me alone. I think I can get maybe 2 or 3 more levels. And it does look like I've bitten off more than I can chew, but I've done this before. So, I did this with my nether roof cafe build, so I'm used to it. It's not too bad. So, I'm probably just gonna do maybe 2 or 3 more levels of this and be done with it, I guess. Because I gotta start somehow. You know? Go big or go home. That's right. Go big or go home. And I'm not going home. I'm already home. I got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go but up. In my experience, you have a very small mouth, but make it work anyway. True, true, true. Alright, let's see. So we do that. So essentially what I'm doing is building a staircase out of dirt, because dirt is amazing for that. And just building it all the way up as I go, so that as I go up and I build up, imagine making a lure. Maybe. Orca says, I wanted to make a biome-sized flower farm. Didn't realize it would take me a good month to design and 2 months to tweak. Yeah, it happens. The nether roof cafe took me 3 months, I think. I started my Shamblecraft build almost a year ago, and it still doesn't have a roof. And I built this, and it doesn't have a door. So that was smart. Alright, where did I... Okay, I started over here. Melon says, I remember those streams. Yeah, I had my first 100 followers on building the nether roof cafe. That was last February. Space Dorito made me this skin that I'm wearing. And, there's a version of it that has a 100 on the back for 100 followers. I have not had the new glow berries yet. I have some on Shamblecraft that Elvin gave me. Sorry for that pop. That was, my seltzer bottle. It does that sometimes because I squeeze it when I sip. Alright. Ah, dang it. I want them all to be this way. Because I want it to look like a tree. I mean, the tree's gonna end up looking very uniform. But I'm gonna... When I decorate the out... No! I didn't want to do that! I didn't want to strip it. Poop. That's fine. Yeah, there's so many new people coming into Joe's server, too. There's a lot of new people. I don't recognize a lot of the names. There's a group of us who have been around since season 6, early season 7. Myself, Fally, Sammy, Vin, and Tommy Boy, and M. We all live together in this like extended commune kind of area. So we live here. Oh, nice. Already found diamonds. Good stuff. Good stuff. Probably from the Lag District. It's easy to get emeralds for gear. Alright, I should be able to get one more. I'm probably going to end up taking a good chunk of damage when I'm done because I have no way down. I should have grabbed sand. That would have been smart. Note to self, grab sand next time I come up. Yeah, I could probably get away with another, like, 2 sets of logs. And I realize I should probably put torches up here, which I do have. I should probably torch the tops, so I don't get zombie spawning. Or anything else spawning, for that matter. And I should probably dig out all the obsidian under there, too. I'll do that next. Yeah, I will do that. I will do that, Orca. Definitely. I know I'm going to just be putting blocks on over here, but it's just easier for me to remember instead of just having to move around them. Thank you. Yeah, when I get to this, in those 4 quadrants, I basically want to do a similar circle and work my way around with the oak and the dark oak planks, so that it looks like the rings of a tree. It's not going to what you call it. It's not going to circle around. I'll get that in a minute. But it's going to just be, it's not going to circle as in like a pinwheel kind of shape, but it's just going to be circles. And I think that's going to look really, clever. I think that's going to be good. Now I still have the dirt. I should probably come over here. And I think what I have to do is this, I think. This. And that's going to allow me to come over here and then do that. And that's going to allow me to come up. So now that I'm back over here, I'm going to go grab that block and I'm going to grab the sand. I've got 10 sand, which is not enough. But I thought I had more sand than that. I do. I have 14. So now when I'm stuck, I'll be able to drop sand. But I should be okay now. I should. Because I can now go ahead and do that and kind of twist it around a bit. And then put that there. And that should loop around. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're good. Serena says, have I thought about making some of the rings bigger and or lighter than the others? Yes. So what I was thinking of, hold on. When we get over to the other side, I'll show you what I did originally for the floor plan. Because I had originally done a checkerboard and I didn't like it, so I decided to do something else. I did the rings. Like, see here how the rings are? That's kind of what I was thinking, but circular. So let me tell you about Sunday. So Sunday, right? Sunday morning, or early afternoon for me, we did Among Us with Minecrafters. And Joe basically opened his Rolodex up and he asked a whole bunch of people. And I opened my Rolodex up and I asked a bunch of people. So, Oh, that's right. Liara was with us on Friday night. She wasn't with us on Sunday. That's right. So on Sunday afternoon, we had Music Man from Legacy Server. We had Fally, who owns Shamblecraft. We were supposed to have Liara from Truly Bedrock, but she overslept, which happens. It was okay. She felt so bad. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us. You know, it's not a big deal. Just glad, glad she was okay. So we had her. We were supposed to have her. We had Gemini and Pearl from Hermitcraft. Joe was able to have them come join us, which was amazing. Pearl and Gem are absolutely lovely. I cannot say enough good things about both of them. And we had Joe, of course, and myself. And we had Kojo, who is one of the developers on Minecraft. He also runs Love Tropics, which is a charity organization. They do these things called Love Weekends, and they raise money for different environmental organizations. And in fact, last season on Hermitcraft, Joe and Cub were part of the Love Tropics event, and they did all these beautiful fish and blocks under the water in the Strait of Gibraltar. And my block with my friend's daughter's name on it is somewhere in the ocean, which I think is really neat. But see, Serena, this is what I was telling you about with the tree pattern. I think this is what I want each floor to look like when it's done, but on a much bigger scale, with all the chests around it and everything. The coral reef. Yes, exactly. The coral reef. Oh, did not mean to throw that. I'll get that. I'll go pick that up later. That's fine. If I can finish this last, I think I might be able to do one more rotation if I stop dropping them. I think that might work. Yeah, I might be able to get one more rotation out. Yeah, I think I can get one more out. And then I would put the dirt here. Yeah, because I can hop up like that. That's fine. That works. Yeah, I think I can get one more rotation around, and that's it. But it's already pretty big, so this is a good start. This is a good starting point. So what I might do for this, right, is make this well, I want to see how tall this thing is, right? I want to see how tall this is first. Cuz this is already pretty tall. This is pretty tall. And I need branches, and I need roots and all that stuff. So I really want to encapsulate that. But I was thinking about it, having all these different I need Groot. Yes. I am not Groot, but Groot can be helpful. Groot can teach me his tree-based ways. I do need a baby tree. But I'm really starting to think about the door and how it's not centered, and I think that's okay. I think that's going to be just fine. I know I'm going to have to move some stuff over, but that's fine. Groot means great or tall in Dutch. Oh, cool. Did not know that. Alright, so we had just enough to finish this last bit. So this is pretty tall as it is. So that's good. And I'm gonna take this out. And I'm gonna make a doorway here. Just so that I have something, you know? So let me take that door. That door has... There we go. Alright, so we've got something in here. But we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Looks like this whole lower layer, all of this has to come out. So we're gonna do that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, jeez. Alright. Okay. Alright, where's my chat? Where'd my chat go? Okay. That tiny dancing tree, exactly. I'm gonna leave this here because I'm going to have to be able to climb up if I want to keep building this up, which I do. Now, I've basically used every single, dark oak block I have. If I'm not mistaken, I have anyway. Oh, no, I still have 4 stacks of dark oak. Okay, that's good. And 8 stripped dark oak. I don't know where the stripped came from, but that's fine. What I think I want to do at this point, I could probably get another layer in, maybe. Well, Orca, now that I have the staircase leading up, I don't need the sand anymore. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to use these 3 stacks here to make one more level. Wait, nope. Did not do that right. I could break the stripped logs down. In fact, I'm going to. I'm going to make planks out of them. That's for sure. Let me put a piece of... to give me some sort of walkable room. There we go. That's totally okay, Orca. It happens. I'm not worried. Alright, so we're gonna do probably one more. We're gonna see how far I can get. Yeah, what I'm thinking of doing is either an oak or birch walkway that just goes all the way down the tree. I think that will look really cool. It might also look cluttered as heck, but I don't think I care. I want people to have a way to get around. I would legitimately put stairs along this tree for people to walk around. And have outer walkways. Like, I have so many different ideas about how I could approach this in my head right now that I'm legitimately unsure of how I want to proceed. And I think I'm gonna have to take some time to sketch some stuff out. I can't tomorrow, although I'm gonna try, because I have to prep for... Okay, so that took a little more than a stack, so I should be able to go one more around. I should be able to go one more round with what I have on me. And that should be it. And I can make the most of, what I have. I mean, even if the tree is only this tall, it's still pretty tall. And I can dig down as well. I can totally dig down. So we'll see. There's a lot that has to be done. That's all I know. This is going to take me all season, and I feel bad because I feel like I've abandoned Babalar and kind of left it behind a little bit. But one of the things that my server mates understand about me is that I get overwhelmed really easily when it comes to stuff like that, and if I'm part of a group and I don't know what's going on and I don't understand like what I'm supposed to do, if I feel like I don't have a purpose, then I get really lost in the shuffle, and I feel like I'm more in the way than anything else. And so when I started to feel like that, I said, okay, well, what I wanted to do for the community, I've basically already done. I've cleaned out kelp and stuff like that, and I'm more than willing to help out without, again, if it's already grown back, I don't mind being the grindy one who just goes and does all the, like, the back-end grindy stuff, because someone has to do that. Hey, Techno, what's up? Welcome on in. Alright, so we have 27 logs left. That's plenty. We're gonna make our way down our dirt staircase. And we have some work to do. We have a lot of work to do. All of this dirt has to go. Now this, thankfully, has been cleaned out a bit. So far, my plan is to, ow. Alright, standing up a bit. My plan, for now, is to just basically, clear this out. Medosum, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I've been working on my treehouse. It's my big build of the season, right? And I just finished putting in about good 10 layers or so. So it looks like Madison Square Garden right now. Let's be frank. It looks like Madison Square Garden right now. It does. Apologies. How do you pronounce your name? Big M. Okay, fair enough. That's totally fine. Thank you for letting me know, though. I really do try to pronounce everyone's name properly, and if for some reason I cannot get a chance to, if I don't do that, then if you have a nickname you prefer that would be easier, then I'm all for it. So welcome on in, though, Big M. I appreciate you. Yeah, this is looking very much like Madison Square Garden right now. Oh. Muhammad Awesome. Oh, I get it. Awesome. Got it. I'm awesome. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would too, but you can't see it. I also love when people dab. I learned what that was a couple of years ago, and it cracks up my nieces. They think it's funny. I think they think I'm a nerd, but that's fine. I don't mind. Alright, so this is looking kind of like an arena and not much like a tree. So this obviously has to be taller, and I probably did make this too big, but we're here now, and I'm not redoing it. Although I might cut it down by 5 blocks. But what I'm gonna have to do for now, because I'm gonna need more space. I think I'm gonna have to come in here and take out all the obsidian. But one thing at a time. I can't do that yet. I said I was going to replace all the dirt with planks. See, this is what happens when you have all these ideas in your head. You just want to do them all, and just get it all done at once, and that's not how things work. But that's how I'm gonna do it. So I might have to go take down more trees, or go trading or the whatnot. The chests and everything else don't have to move, at least. I don't think any of them will break if I break what's underneath them. I am going to have to go repair my tools at some point. And I'm going to have to retorch this whole area so I don't get mobs in the middle of the night. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. But yeah, if you're here and I mispronounce or, quite frankly, butcher the heck out of your name, do not be afraid to call me out and say, hey, by the way, this is how my name is pronounced, or this is how my handle is pronounced. Now, if you roll in here, and thankfully no one really has, you roll in with a name where I take one look at it and I know that you're a troll, we're gonna have a problem. And rightfully so. But I've only had trolls maybe 3 or 4 times tops. I haven't had any big trolls, thank goodness. Knocking on wood. I don't need them. I don't want them. And, you know, this community here that some of you who are new to tonight have walked into is, quite frankly, one of the best communities a streamer could ever have. We are kind, we are friendly, we are helpful, we're all around awesome, and we just have a love of coffee, and for some of us, a love of professional wrestling and Doctor Who, and we see all the fandoms. We see all the fandoms. Shaco? Is that how it's pronounced? Shaco? If that's how you want it pronounced, I will pronounce it that way. You just gotta tell me. Like I said, do not be afraid to correct me if I'm wrong. Because if I'm wrong, I want to be corrected. Because I want to be respectful to y'all. Well, fair enough, but it's good to know now. When I created this handle back in 2009, before I started streaming, night melons, rest well. When I started this handle in 2009, I just created it on a lark. I didn't put any thought into it. It was just, I had no creativity when it came to handles. Like, none. I think your handle is just fine, Orca. I really do. I get what you were trying to do with it, you know? And... Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Because I have to break this sign. When I break those grass blocks, that sign, those signs are gonna break. Alright, let me eat. Alright, so I've got about another 15 minutes or so before I call it, because I do have work in the morning, and my boss is not too pleased that I worked from home yesterday, or today rather. I was off yesterday, and he wasn't thrilled with that either. He actually called me. My boss called me yesterday afternoon, and I'm like, you do realize that I am with my husband celebrating his birthday, right? What would you like? What do you need of me? That you're calling me on the day of my husband's birthday. And he was telling me about this project that might need to come in or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Meanwhile, everything was under control and I was not needed. And I talked to my office manager. He's like, I have no idea why he called you because you were not needed today. Everything's fine. And I was like, you're telling me what I already knew. But we're here now, so... But it was fine. Today was fine. I had one project. I went and had blood work done. And because we're getting our physicals next week. We've been meaning to go, but, you know, with the pandemic going on, we haven't been able to go to the doctor or anything. They haven't been able to see us in person. So now we're kind of making up for all that lost time because it's a little safer for us to go. So we had blood work this morning. And wouldn't you know, one of the things about me and being my father's daughter is that I am one of the hardest people to draw blood from. My dad had garbage veins. I have garbage veins. So especially if I don't hydrate properly, which apparently I hadn't done, they could not find the veins in my arm. They're like, we see them. We know that they are there, but we cannot feel them. So the phlebotomist, the first one, takes one look. She looks at both my arms, kind of goes back and forth for a good 5 minutes, can't find anything, calls over the other phlebotomist, and the other phlebotomist takes one look, and she says, well, you're gonna have to go in through here, and she's looking at my wrist. And I'm like, oh no, here we go again. Because last time I needed blood drawn, they had to go through my wrist. And they're like, well, we're sorry, but this is the only place where we see a viable vein. And I'm like, okay, just go ahead. Once you get through the initial pinch, I'm fine. And so, let me tell you, that sucker hurt. It hurt. It hurt. The COVID vaccine didn't hurt. This did. I didn't feel the COVID vaccine either time. But this, I felt, and I winced, and I was like, And it took them longer to deal with me than it did for them to deal with Manatee, because we both got our blood work done at the same time. He's like, oh yeah, that, like, in the arm, in, out, done, bye. And I'm like, yeah, lucky you. Lucky you. So I worked from home the rest of the day, and then I had a dentist appointment, and let me tell you, my peeps, taking care of your teeth is so important. Nilosa says, oh my god, are you American? Yes, I am American. I live in the state of New Jersey on the East Coast. But I'm one of the lucky ones. I have pretty decent insurance. So, yeah, it's expensive, but, what can you do? We have people who are lobbying for us to have that was irony. Ah, I see what you did there. There are people who are vying for us to have the things that other countries do that we should have, being the country that we are, but presently do not. And so that is a whole thing that we are all contending with. But in any event, so I went this afternoon because my dentist has me going 3 times a year to see them. Whimsically mocking my country's healthcare. Yeah, go right ahead. We mock it too. Like I said, I'm one of the lucky ones, but I wasn't growing up. So a lot of the stuff that I should have had done when I was a kid, I couldn't have done because it was too expensive. And even now, I'm getting my braces. I'm starting next month, and they are way expensive. And I am just like, ugh. I was saying before that my braces are going to cost like $6,000. And we've already done the prep work for it. Like, we put the down payment on it. We thankfully, like, we put money aside for it because we knew that it was an expense that was coming. But yeah, the rest of it, I'm just like, well, I take my Twitch payouts, and that's what's going to help pay for the braces. That's what's going to pay for them every month. And I'm thankful that, Manatee's like, we're gonna make sure you get those braces, you know. And he's been super supportive of this endeavor, and like I was saying earlier, we were in an office supply store, and it has streaming equipment that you can buy. And he said, "Oh, you know, we should get this for you. We should get this for you eventually." And I said, "Well, it was a green screen." And I said, "Well, honey, I'm not using a face cam." And he says, "Yeah, but you will someday." He really wants to support my idea of being a full-time content creator because I think he thinks I'm good at it, and that it's something that makes me happy and is less stress. Because my current day job is very stressful. Thank you, Yurgi. I appreciate that. I really do. And I think between you, me, and the wall, he's worried about me. Because he knows how much stress I've been under. And I'm like, well, you know, once I get the braces and I don't have to worry about, you know, what my teeth are like, then, you know, I'll feel a little bit better. You know, I don't know. Just, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. And I don't hate anything, and you know, I consider myself very lucky to be where I am and to have the things that I do, and but yeah, so I'm going for my braces, and I will be getting those, I will be getting my braces, I believe early August, I'm getting braces. Early August. And I'm super excited about it. I'm not excited for how much they cost, but I'm excited about it in general because it's been a long time coming. I've needed braces since I was a kid. So Serena says, NJ, you're amazing at it. These Tuesday streams make me so happy. Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad all of you are here. Like, these streams make me very happy and very, very relieved and very at ease. Now let's see. How are we gonna do this, peeps? How are we gonna do this? So I wanna do a circular pattern, and I think because of the dark oak, I think I want to start with oak planks and just kind of follow the pattern of the ring and have it go like this. So basically one out every time so that they're all connected, just like on the outside rim. I think that's gonna work. So yeah, so basically like this. Now I'm not going to have enough to get very far, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and get as far as I can. And it's gonna take me a while to get all the resources together. I know that. But it's fine. It's fine. So we'll just do... Okay, so we have these yet. We should be able to get, I think, I want to say maybe half. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Excuse me, cow. You need to move. I know you missed your buddy, but you need to move. Yes, can you move? Hi. Can you... Hi. Can you move? Hi. It's... Thank you for the hug and the kisses, but you gotta move. Thank you. Thank you. Very affectionate horse I have. Thank you, Fally. Fally gave me this horse. That apparently does not understand that... Yeah, thank you for the hugs, but come on. This is the most affectionate horse I have ever seen in my life. Come on now. Yes, hello. I rescued you from the thingy. I know, I know. Horses, man, I tell you. Okay, so we need to leave one spot here, but then the dark oak plank goes there. Because originally this would have been a cool checkerboard, but I think I want to stick with the ring pattern. And it's going to jut out just like this, and it's just going to basically circle this all. The horse says no personal space needed. Apparently not. I have a very... I don't mind that my horse is affectionate. I would prefer my horse is affectionate than, you know, like, throw me off every time I try to ride it. You know? Now, I'm gonna run out of space very quickly. I already know that this is gonna be filled in once I get more oak planks, but that's fine. And I'm not going to have as much to work with over here. That was a rip on me. There we go. Boop. I should have just enough. Yeah, so almost there. We're almost there. We've gone on our way. So we need oak and we need dark oak. So here's what we're gonna do. I think we have 8 dark oak saplings. Please tell me I grabbed oak saplings. Please tell me I did. I grabbed 17 oak saplings. We are going to need them, aren't we? What is my opinion on client-side maps? I do not really understand what those are. Have I tried Brazilian coffee? Good question. I want to... Wait, yes I have. I worked for a well-known coffee shop that had blends from all over the world. And I'm pretty sure Brazilian was part of that. Honestly. But if you ask me what the names are, I haven't worked there in so long that I don't remember. So... Like plugins client side, not server side that shows the world and sometimes entities. I don't know if you're talking about X-Raying or Lightmatica or something like that. X-Ray mods I don't like. Lightmatica I do, and I would have used Lightmatica for this, but I don't have it. And I don't have it on purpose because I'm deathly afraid. Oh, a minimap. Oh, a minimap would be so helpful, but I don't have that either. And I don't have those kinds of mods on purpose because some Patreon servers or some servers I play on allow them and some don't. And I can never remember which one is which. So I would rather not, do that. I would rather not load onto anything or risk, like, why did I just throw my spoon? I don't know. But I would rather not risk doing that. You know what I mean? I'd rather not risk using a mod that could get me banned because it's okay on X server, but not Y server, you know? Should we grab birch? You know what? Let's grab birch. Why not? We'll grab birch. The composter and the hoppers, I think, are in the barrels. Yeah, there's a hopper. Wheat seeds. I've got some bone meal here. That's good. I hate taking the leaves, but I'm going to take some leaves for mulching. Because I need all the dark leaves I can get. And I need both of these. I need both of these barrels. Crud. Okay, I need to figure something out here. I need to figure something out. Let's see. I have spruce logs, right? Do I have a fortune hoe to get more saplings from the trees I grow? Sammy has one. If I wanted to borrow one from her, I could. And I have oak logs. Okay. So the spruce logs, I'm actually going to make into a chest. So hold on. Spruce, I need 2 spruce logs for 8 things, and then we're going to take that, we're going to make another chest. Because I've got the barrel too. And I'm going to take this outside, because I can. And I need to remember... that this has to be, like, 1 deep. Oh, this is water. Okay, that's not a big deal. So let's put the chest... Let's put the chest down here. And this is just so I can access it. Then I need the hoppers. I need 1 hopper to be pointed down. Then I need the composter... I need the composter there. And then I need the other hopper there. And then I need to put the barrel... I need to put the barrel on top of that. So maybe I should have dug 2 down, but that's okay. That was not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Okay, you know what? Good enough. I could still open it from this side, right? Yeah, I can. Okay. How did the game do that? Do what? Wait, do what, Orca? I don't understand. I clearly clicked on the top. When you click using shift, like here, let me climb up there, right? Because I want this all facing the front. So when you're pointing it down, right? If you click shift and then put it on top, it'll be on top. And you know what? That's got to be close enough, I guess. Well, hold on. I can actually... because I want to do this right, so... now that's in the hopper. I retrieve it from the hopper. And then... well, watch. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it properly because I want this facing the front. Right? 3, 2, 1, boop. There we go. Now I can open it as I see fit. Alright. And then I'm going to break this so I can get in there. And now I can bone meal to my heart's content. I'm going to use the leaves that I collected as much as I didn't want to because I need all the leaves I can get. But I need to be able to get bone meal. And I've got a little farm growing here that's going to have to move. Because that's going to have to get all fixed up. I have to put more stuff. But I made this whole big area here. And I need to grow stuff. Oh, goodness. I gave myself no room to grow. But all these trees have to go. So what we're going to have to do... friends, what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to use the space that's in the center over here. What I'm going to have to do is take all of this out. I'm going to take all this stone out and all this diorite and everything else. We're going to get rid of the bird poop. No bird poop. Nope, that was too far down. Let's plug that back up. Alright, continue on. And if I find iron or copper under here, I'm just gonna dig it up, it's fine. I might actually dig down for part of this. Now, here's the thing, chat. Help me out here. Did I... ooh, iron, yes! Come to mama. I always need iron. Nice healthy vein, too. Yes. Okay. I said I was going to take it if I found it. So here's my question. Did I build my tree too big? Is it too canister-like? Or is it one of those things that once I put roots and everything in it, it should be fine? Orca says never. Thank you, Orca. Appreciate that. It's a nice vote of confidence right there. Because I'm always worried. It sure needs details and leaves, but definitely a good size. Melissa says, I don't know. Yeah, I hope it's a good size. I'm gonna have to torch this place up a bit too, because I took all the torches out, and that was mistake number 1. Now what I'm doing in this case is not necessarily looking for iron. Finding iron is a byproduct of this adventure. I am clearing this out because I took so much of this space out that I'm going to use the dirt to grow all the trees I need. As I add detail, it'll become less of a wooden can. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's grab, I have about 2 stacks. I have more than 2 stacks, so I need more dirt. How much more? Okay, 3 stacks of dirt should do it. Oops. Let's go this way. Serena says, definitely a good size. You'll have space for whatever comes my way. Yep, I think so as well, come to think of it. Okay. How a natural tree would grow. Would it have enough light? Is the area naturally watered? Well, it is on the beach. It is on the beach. And I can put a little bit... I could have a little water running underneath. There's water on the one side. And I could probably get away with building a canal like underneath. After I'm done putting the tree together. Dang it. You just imagined a little stable area on the main floor connecting the main trunk with using dark oak fences. Ooh, I like that. When you try to be kind of scientific, you will see that the build will be more natural. Yeah, I think so. I mean... the last tree I built was kind of a disaster piece because I built it very square because I was under time-oriented duress. So I think once I'm not under time-oriented duress, that should be better. Because the season is so young yet that I should be able to build... Pesto, come here. Come. There we go. Okay, so I have replaced the stone with dirt. So now I can go ahead and I can start planting these dark oak trees. Because I don't think I need, I don't think I need to do anything other than bone meal the living pants off of it, so. Now where's the oak? Oh, these are oak saplings. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Wait. Oak saplings don't grow in spots of 4, do they? Well, we're gonna find out. They do not. That's more like it. Oh. Okay, I guess this set's too close. But this at least grew, and that grew. So that's something. Just individually. Yeah, okay. I'll tear all these down. Because these are all oak. So I'll just spread them out. But, you know, this is all about the learning process. This is learning. I can't end my stream like this, with this music playing. I have to keep going for a little while longer. Okay, so these are dark oak. And we'll plant these here for now. And we'll start tearing this one down. I probably should have gone to borrow Sammy's fortune hoe. But I should probably just make my own. I have a stone hoe, but I should probably make an iron one and get it enchanted. Pesto, what are you doing? Okay, that kind of helps. And then this is going to start despawning. Hopefully we'll get at least one sapling. If not, then... Yes, we got some saplings! Oh no, Queen Dark Lady! Okay, so we got, what, 2 saplings out of that so far? Not bad, not bad. If I do say so myself. Yeah, okay, so they'll still grow. So hopefully that won't be too bad. Let's come over here. Let's take this tree down. Hopefully we'll get 1 sapling out of that. Because ultimately for the oak, I don't necessarily want the leaves. I really want the saplings. Now, do I have my stone? I don't. I don't have my stone. Huh. Oh, its name was Dr. Pips? Oh, that's sadness. Okay, so that's gonna continue to despawn. Where did I put the ender chest? That needs a new home. Okay, here's one. Let's see if I have a fortune book. I have an efficiency book. So I don't have a fortune book. So I'm gonna have to go find a fortune book and see what I get from these. I also should probably go check on the composter and see how much bone meal I have to work with. I put the composter over here. Okay. Now remember, we shredded up 3 stacks of leaves and we got 8 bone meal out of it. So the rate of return is pretty garbage. Not gonna lie, it's pretty garbage. So that's still decomposing. We've got all these other trees here. Where's the dark oak one? 4, 5. Okay, so that took 5. And we got the other 3 for an oak tree. Good, 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 good. So let's take these down. We'll let that start to fall apart. We've got some sticks, which is good. Oh, no, you don't. Do not even think about it. I am not going to lose you, cow. Do not even think... What did I just say? Do not think about it. Do not think about it. Nuh-uh. I will talk like this to all the Minecraft animals, and I don't care. They're my pets, and I love them. Alright, let's see. There we go. Good night, spider. I don't know if you can hear me, but good night. Alright, so now we're getting even more logs that we need, which is good. We're gonna start, we're gonna use these logs for the interior. And I realize I need to sit you down, or else you're gonna be in the way. I don't want to boop you on the head. I don't... Oh, you're usually lurking. Okay. Yeah, I just saw that you said good night in the game chat, so... Good night. Alright, okay, so that's another... That's another sapling. Good. We have another set of 4, which is good. We'll get more from that. I'm gonna stop and take a sip. Goodness. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna wait for these leaves because I want to make sure I get the saplings, because I don't know if anybody has these chunks loaded. If they have the chunks loaded, then that's a problem because that means that everything will despawn. The oak logs, meanwhile, and the dark oak logs, I will turn into planks so we can continue doing what we were doing. So I think we have enough to continue where we left off. Just a little bit for now. Not too much because we still need to do all the growing. And if we have to move some stuff along, we will. Alright, so this now is oak planks. And I'm actually gonna break that because knowing Cow is gonna try and leave that way, and we can't have him do that. We can't have Cow try to make a break for it. Because if Cow tries to make a break for it, then we're gonna have a dead horse on our hands, and that is gonna be lots and lots and lots of sadness. Alright, so now we have that first layer done. We can come back around this way. Nope, not that way. Around, not up, silly pants. Alright, there we go. I swear to you, I know what I'm doing. It took me a really long time to figure it out, but I have an idea of what I'm doing. Even though half the time it doesn't look like I do. It's fine. It's okay. Alright, so there we go. Nelosa says, I expect Hermitcraft level of building. Just because I'm Joe's project manager does not mean that I know what I'm doing in terms of being a builder. I am still relatively new. I've only been playing since 1.14 came out, so that was not too long. And oh, this grew. Oh yeah, this is what we grew with the rest of that bone meal. Got it. Okay, let's take this out. We'll get some oak leaves. I think I'm going to end up mixing the oak leaves in with the dark oak leaves just to give a little bit of a difference. Just to have a little bit of variety on the tree leaves. Maybe the branches will have the oak leaves. Well, actually, no. They'll be mixed in. I think the ones that are higher up, that are towards the top, will be oak leaves because they're lighter, so they're kind of closer to the sun, so they're kind of bleached almost. And the dark oak leaves will be more towards the bottom where, you know, the other branches cover it up and stuff. I mean, it's not gonna look... It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Because I think for most people, when they look at trees... Nelosa says, if you are Joe's project manager, being productive is the least I expect. Valid. I will admit that's a valid statement. Oh, these are growing by themselves. Okay. Sure, I'll take that. That's a pleasant surprise and a half. Let's harvest you while we're standing here. Come on now. Alright, beautiful. Let those leaves start to decay, and we'll come over here. And for every oak tree that grows and is taken down, another sapling will probably grow because the one around it will be gone. Let's take these out. We'll save these. And yes, I am. I've been Joe's project manager for over a year now. Like I said before, we met a few years ago, and we kind of ended up becoming really fast friends. And I think that's kind of neat. He's very, very chill and down to earth, and I really loved chatting with him. He hired me. Joe is very good people. He hired me because after everything that happened with him a year and a half ago or whatever it was, kind of not ended per se, but kind of got to a good place. You tried to get him to raid me, but his stream froze. Ooh. Yeah, that stinks. I'm sorry, Breeze Babe. Thank you. I do thank you for that. Oof. Oh, F's in chat for Breezy, because that just stinks. Yeah, that's a tough break on his end. Twitch has been kind of twitchy lately, so it doesn't surprise me that that happened. But yeah, so yeah, he hired me. Oh, Austin was with him? Nice. Oh man, I would have screamed if they raided me. Oh, that breaks my heart. Were they thinking of doing it though? And they just didn't because the stream froze? Oh, he was, but the stream froze. Oh my gosh! Oh, that sucks! Oh my gosh! Oh, that would have been so cool. Oh, F's in chat for Breezy stream, everybody. F's in chat for the sweets, man. I am gonna give them a shout out because the sweets, right? The sweets are 3 professional wrestlers. No, you're a rock star. Thank you. Oh wait, how do they spell their handle now? Because I obviously spelled it wrong. Hold on. I gotta go look now. I gotta go look. Poop. How do they spell their name? Dang it. Oh, I should know this. And I don't. Help me, Breeze Babe. Help me, Breeze Babe. I'm saying that once, so I don't get DMCA'd. The Sweets Live. Thank you, Breeze Babe. S-O, the Sweets Live. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, if you like professional wrestling, if you like wrestlers being silly, and having fun, and just being, their quirky selves, it's formerly Tyler Breeze. He just became an independent wrestler, and his friends, Sean Spears, who goes by the nickname Dilly, and Baron Corbin, who goes by the nickname Corbs or King Corbin or something like that. They are or were working for the WWE. And they're just so much fun. I was heavily into their community until I got just swamped with work and other stuff, but I do try to pop into their streams every now and again, just to say hi. I do miss being there more frequently, and I really have to pop my head into the Discord once in a while. I really do. I just haven't been able to. Let me grab those. Okay, so we have 19 oak saplings. So we're ahead of the game because we only had 12 when we started, and we have almost enough for 5 more trees. So, and there are now 3, 6, 9, 11 of us on. So this is the night crew apparently. So things are going to be a little bit easier. Now, I need to get to bed. It's almost 1 a.m. my time, and I have work in 8 hours. And I still have to prep my coffee for the morning, reset my alarms, all that stuff. I got to do all that. All right, Breeze Babe, you have a really awesome night. I will catch you, I'll catch you later. Now, listen, before anyone goes anywhere, I just want to I want to give a shout out to Joe. Most of you are from his community. Some of you are not. Go give him a follow because tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, I will be on his stream doing what I do best for him, which is project management. We are doing our quarterly planning stream. It's our 4th quarterly planning stream. So my hope is that we will spend some time reviewing the last 12 months, going over some goals and things like that, which is all stuff I have to prep tomorrow. And, you know, there you go. I would love for you to be able to hop into that stream and see what I do live for him. And if you're in his Patreon Discord, which you can, if you are a fan of Joe's and you've been thinking about maybe being a part of it, you can join us at patreon.com/JoeHills. You can join us on the server, but you can also sit in on his weekly Patreon calls with us every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. Now, there will not be a call tomorrow night because of the stream, but that is an option for you if you wish to take it. Now, in the meantime, I have my own Patreon server that's a realm. I gotta start small here, called Half Calf Craft. And that is available for my patrons who are at the $10 or higher level. And I am debating on if, because we'll be at 1 year since the server's launch in October. October 1st marks 1 year. And so I am debating resetting the realm and creating a new one for everyone after I figure out how to back up the other one. And if that's what people want, I will do that. But that's something to discuss in the Discord, which is the invite is in the chat. My Discord is open to all. You do not have to be a subscriber or a patron to be a part of it. You just have to be at least 13 years of age or older, or whatever your country's TOS says. So, there you go. Now, I'm just basically farming trees at this point because I wanted the planks and I wanted the leaves. It seems like we might be able to finish this interior tonight after all, if I can do it in the next 5 to 10 minutes, because I should have gone to bed 20 minutes ago. But I'm a glutton for punishment, so there. Okay. So here we go. We're going to do the next layer in oak. Now, I need to go get my hands on those birch. I need to get my hands on those birch saplings, because I really want the center. I want the center of this to be birch. And this is going to fill in really weird. It's filling in really weird. I might have gone a little over here, but I think that's right. I think it's just going to continue doing that throughout. So that's not a concern, really. We'll figure it out as we go. And I think Hubs is still awake too, so that's not too bad. But yeah, so basically I'm following the pattern here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Alright. And oh, this tree grew. I gotta cut this one down. Okay. Nilosa asks, entering the middle of the SMP is very weird. Not really, no. It depends on the community that you're coming into. I joined Joe's Patreon server in the middle of his season 6 seed. Like his season 6. And that was... It was peculiar at first, but when you have people who, you know, automatically are willing to show you around and tell you how to do stuff, like where stuff is and whatnot, you can find your way very quickly. And so for me, when I logged onto the server for the first time, I was greeted by Cara Sophia, who I guess, for lack of a better word, you could say is what is served in a sense, like kind of took the role as a server steward, like what Impulse has. And she was able to help me get geared up with some basic iron gear, some basic tools, kind of pointed me in the direction of, hey, you know, here's where you can build, stuff like that. And so it was great because she was able to really help me feel welcomed and help me find a spot. And I was right at ease. And so after she went inactive, because she plays on other servers, and she had done all the building she wanted to do, I think. I obviously can't speak for her, but it just so happened that I ended up becoming the tour guide for people when they came on the server for the first time. I would give them a couple of diamonds, and I would show them around, and I would tell them what was open, and that kind of stuff. And that was when we were on a realm too, so we didn't really have a lot going on with it, but we made it beautiful nevertheless. I ended up residing right next to the house the patrons before me built for Joe, and didn't even realize it. I was like, oh, oops. I joined also right before his birthday. So for his birthday, I built this, Barnes and Joble, which was basically, my take on Barnes and Noble. It was a bookstore. It sold, books. It sold bookcases mainly. And, I had, on display, I had, all his sayings and funny quotes from his streams and stuff that I'd picked up, because I just thought it was something cute to do, and people really liked it. I can still access that server also, but I don't really do it all that often. I usually do when I'm doing a stream that benefits a charity honoring my parents, which is usually every August. Every August 16th. The first stream of that was last year, so this year it's coming up again. So August 16th, so save the date. I'll be doing an 8-hour charity stream, probably between 4 and 8 hours. I haven't decided yet. It depends if Manatee has the day off or not. I will be raising money for the American Heart Association. So it'll be the second annual stream for that particular purpose. And so that will be a thing. And more details obviously to come with time. You can tell I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I'm starting to lose my voice just a little bit. Excuse me, chicken. Why are you in my path? Do I have to go all the way around and come back and get you? Fine. Silly pupper. Nilosa says, Joe is so quirky. It's awesome. Yeah, he really is. He's been wanting us to come down to Nashville for this game event. And it depends, because we have another... okay, that goes there. We have another event that same weekend. And we aren't sure if we're going to it yet or not. If we're going to that, we're going to that. But if we don't, we're probably going to meet... I would like to meet up with him in Nashville for this event, because he's really excited about it. He's been telling us about it for weeks. Ah, poop. That doesn't go there. But yeah, I'll be on his stream tomorrow night, and I laughed because on yesterday, I said to him, by the way, you should tell people tomorrow is a quirky day. And he's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's like, oh yeah, that's right. I should tell people about it. Oops. You envy COVID coverage. Do not envy us. Do not envy us. Honestly. We have lost so many people to this thing. My own father had COVID before he passed away. He spent 6 weeks in isolation. And this was before the vaccine was available. Definitely do not envy us, because we could be so much better. There are people who are unwilling to go get vaccinated. And for some, I understand why. But for the rest, I just look at them and I'm just like, no way. Nuh-uh. No. This isn't cool. They need to not be like that, you know? But, you know, people are gonna people. And if you can get the vaccine and you understand that, you know, you're taking this opportunity, and you know you're scared about it, everybody's scared about it. Everybody's scared about this thing that could potentially harm you or worse, you know? But unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like this, there are risks that we have to take. And this is something that none of us have ever seen in our lifetimes. And hopefully never will again for as long as we're here. And that people will understand and make this the final generation where vaccination is not an issue. It should never be an issue. It should never, ever, ever be something that's optional. Never. For any of us. For what we have to contend with and what we have to try to survive. If we have the option to protect ourselves, especially when there are deviations and variants and everything like that, we owe it to ourselves and the people around us. We owe it to ourselves and the people around us and the people that we care about to take those steps to keep ourselves and them safe. Really do. Vince says, I was so lucky my job had a chance to get a vaccine super early in January, February. I took that opportunity in an instant. Yeah, my job offered Hubs and I the opportunity to get vaccinated back in April, like March, April. And excuse me, I'm tired. We took it, and my friend lost her father-in-law. In fact, a lot of people I know lost their parents. I will be perfectly honest with you. I stopped counting months ago. Because I live in an area that is in between two of the most densely populated cities in the country. I live in New Jersey, and that's in between Philly and New York. And Philly and New York got hammered. And because people in New Jersey work in New York and Philadelphia, New Jersey got hammered. And like I said, I stopped counting. So when my friend, who became an advocate for getting the vaccine after losing her father-in-law, said to me, I can get this for you. I can get you in sooner. I can relieve your anxiety now. Because I was very anxious and still am about everything. She said, I can get you in now. And I said, good, let's go. And so I don't drive, so she picked me up. She took me. Come on, Alfredo. I need you out of that spot, honey. Come on. Come on. Out you come. There we go. Thank you. I took that opportunity. Manatee got his through my job. And this is actually looking pretty stellar, not gonna lie. This is really coming together really nicely. And the rings are just... It's a simple design, a very simple design, but sometimes, you know, you want to be simple with this. I think simple works. I think simple really works. Now, there shouldn't be any more trees growing, so we'll have to figure out where we're going to get our stuff. Raphael Derwal, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Make yourself at home. Come on in. Alright, so that leaves me with a handful of dark oak planks. Those are logs. Let's drop that plank in there. Let's grab... Let's go over here. Because this is going to be the last thing I do tonight. No, 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 no. I need the oak. I need the oak, thank you. Let's finish this up. Let's finish this strong, and then I'm going to bed. Excuse me, Alfredo. What are you doing? Get out of there. Come on. Come on. Out. There you go. Thank you. That is true. That is true, Nalasa. That's very true. So we're going to do that. And I realize that this block is in the wrong spot. This block... Actually, no, wait. This block is correct. Because there shouldn't be a gap like that. It should be like this. So that's... Okay, so we have to take these out. And we're going to put that in instead. Okay, good. That's what we're doing. Beautiful. All right. We're getting there. If my pups could behave themselves for 5 seconds and not be in the way... I love my babies, but come on now. They're getting a little ridiculous over here. Alright, so I am out of oak. And I don't want to start dark oak until the oak is done. So let's grab some of these saplings. And there's a bat. Why is there a bat? Why do I hear a bat? Alright, and let's put one here. I have no bone meal, but I do have birch. That's good. I might have... I don't think I have more bone meal. Oh, geez. That banner scared me. I thought it was a person. I could make them sit. Chicken, stay there for a second. Alright. I don't... Don't mind the noise in the background. That's just my air conditioner. It's been unruly. It's been very, very warm as of late. Okay. I don't have my hoe. I don't remember which container it's in. So let's do this. Let's plant potatoes. Let's plant wheat. And we'll plant carrots. So we'll put potato, potato, potato. And we'll put carrots on this side. And we'll put... Yeah, I'm still going, Vid. I'm still going for a little while longer. We'll put wheat on this side. And all the wheat seeds I will put in here. Because I don't need them. Because I don't have chickens yet. When I have chickens... Oh, no, wait. No, no. I want the... Do I want the oak leaves? It's fine. Let's mulch a little bit. I'm gonna put the birch saplings out here in the hopes that they will grow. Because I do want birch for the final row. So we'll see if any of that grows. I have no bone meal. I need bone meal. What am I doing? I need bone meal. Get up, chicken. Okay, so 3 bone meal. I can make that work. Oh wait, no, hold on. That means there's more. Right? Okay. 5 bone meal. Let's see what we can do with that. Oh, okay, that grew. So 1, 2. And that will not grow because it's too close. That will not grow because it's too close. So I will put that there instead. Boop, boop. I got nothing. That's fine. Okay. This hopefully will give me what I need. Okay. Let me move the chat over here for a sec. Okay. All right, very good. Very, very good. Okay. All right, so we were hoping to be able to catch up and finish this last thing, which we're going to do, and then we're going to find somebody to raid. I'm actually opening Twitch. I'm actually opening up Twitch right now so I can take a look and see who's live at the moment. And yes, okay, I know who we're going to raid. I know who we're going to raid. That's fine. I'm just going to make sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're still going. Okay. Okay, so these are all going to despawn. And while they despawn... Yeah, there aren't a lot of people on right now. And that's totally fine. It happens. I'm not worried. I know who I'm going to raid. Okay, let's finish this up. So I needed oak planks to finish this here. I didn't need that many. And I still have some dark oak planks, and I have dark oak logs. So that's going to be something. So we're just going to go through this. And it gets a little funky once you get further inward. I notice because it gets because it gets so much tighter. Okay, so this has to be that. Break this. So we're going to need more of these. Excuse me, Pesto. You gotta move. Thank you. Okay, wait. Why? Hold on. Something went sideways here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. This is supposed to be that. So then this is supposed to be that. So then this goes here. Yes, that's better. That's fixed. This is okay. Yeah, that goes all the way to 6. I screwed this side up, but that's okay. I think that's alright. I think that's okay. Yeah. Thanks, Vid. Yeah, I knew something had gone sideways when I looked at it. I was like, yeah, something didn't look right when okay, see, like this, for example, this is not right. This is not right. So it's supposed to go like that. Okay, do I have any more oak? I don't. Okay, that's a problem. Which means I'm gonna have to plant more oak. How much more oak do I need? Let's plant that and see what happens. Let's plant that and see what happens. Let's go see if we have bone meal. Come on, let's go. We have 2. Just 2, right? Really? Alright, fine. All the leaves are gone. Go. Go. Make some magic, baby. Make some magic. I don't have all day. And I obviously planted these in bad places. Let me move this down. I'd go backwards. Yeah, maybe. Boop. Let's see if that grows. Alright, I have 4 bone meal. 4 bone meal to get one of these trees to grow, right? 4 bone meal did not do anything. That's disappointing. Grow for me! I want to finish! I'm almost done! I want to go to bed! I can't leave that small amount undone. I cannot leave that small amount undone. Like, no way. I'm now committed. I'm committed to the bit. It's gotta be done. Finally! Oh, that's a lot. Come here, fellas. I probably should just make another set of shears, but I don't want to. Because I need the leaves anyway for the composting. I'll worry about getting leaves later. I just want to finish this. That's all I want. I just want to finish this. And I need one... I'm gonna have to tear down the birch tree. I'm gonna have to tear the birch tree that's over here down. Even though I didn't want to. Because I need birch. The very center of each row has to be birch. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Looks off again. Is that because of missing planks? Yes. I'm missing oak planks on this side. It does look a little bit... It does look a little janky, but once I put the oak planks in, it'll look fine. Ooh, great name. Thank you for the follow, Geekery and Coffee. Yes, love it. Love it. Welcome on in. I am attempting and currently struggle bussing with growing a few more... Wait, there's an oak tree up there. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't have time to wait. Let's go. We're taking you with us. Let's go. I've been trying to grow oak trees, and I just said forget it. I just took the first oak tree I saw, cause good grief, man, good grief. All right, let's boop you in there. All right, can I get this sapling to grow with this bone meal? No. Okay, you're getting broken. I cannot deal with you right now. Let's make all the planks with oak. Waiting for trees is brutal. You know the struggle. You know it all too well. Okay, so that goes there. This does look off. What did I screw up? Wait, no, I didn't screw this. Yeah, I did screw this up, because that's supposed to go there. Right? Yes. How? You know what? It's fine. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. It just has to be. It just has to be. Something is slightly off. I know. I'm gonna have to, like, figure it out later. And trees aren't perfect. Let it be a little janky pants. It's fine. I'll figure it out later. I'll fix it in post. It's fine. Yeah, this side's a little bit wonky. I don't know why. I don't know why this side went this side went wonky. I really don't know why. I'm now irked at the fact that it went wonky. So wait, hold on. Hold on. This... So, how did this get all messed up? Because this is supposed to be the 3. So this is supposed to be that. So somewhere along the way, this got sideways. This is sort of lumptastic. Okay, so wait, that goes there. So that salvages that. And so this looks fine to me. This looks okay. And then what we're going to do for the last bit is we are going to fill this in with that. And that looks okay because as the tree ages, I wanted this to be like super bright, like the center, and then just have it kind of age out. And just have that be super funky. So that's done. That's, and of course it's me, so of course there's gotta be a touch of birch in there. So let's climb up for the last hurrah here. It's a little off center, I will admit, but once you get I mean, I followed this all the way around, so yeah, Yeah, something's off, but I can't place it. I can't figure out what it is, but I still think it looks pretty neat. I'm okay with it. Orca says posted a pic in the Discord. I will look in the morning, honestly. But you know, this was something else. This entire stream was something else. I gotta tell you. I gotta say. I think we did a whole heck of a lot. We welcomed a whole bunch of new people into the community, which I could not be more thrilled about. I'm super, 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 super excited. Just, hello. So good, so good, so good. Like, seriously, I am super thrilled over how tonight went. But everybody, let me tell you that this has been a blast. I am ready for bed. I need to get some sleep. I'm gonna pass the heck out. I gotta go make coffee and all that other stuff. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, and I've got a long day ahead of me. So I am gonna do what I always do, and I'm going to send you off on a raid. I would love for you to be able to go hang out with my friend Rill. Rill is one of, I believe she is a steward on Impulse's SMP. So go say hi to her, and tell her that NJ's raid is freshly brewed. Now in the meantime, you can find me here on Twitch. If you really enjoyed everything you saw, feel free to hit follow. Would love to have you join the community. And this is how you know I go live. I'm also on Twitter and YouTube at NJ Coffee Junkie. And my YouTube channel that has my replays is also in chat. I also have a Patreon server, or Patreon, so you can find more information about that at patreon.com/NJCoffeeJunkie. Last but not least, I have a Discord, and as said before, you do not have to be a patron or a Twitch subscriber to join. You just have to be 13 years of age or older, or whatever your country's TOS says. But I'm sending you off to Rill, and tell her that I sent you, and tell her that this raid is freshly brewed for her. And in the meantime, everybody, take care of yourselves. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Get vaccinated. And be excellent to yourselves and to each other. I will see you on Joe Hills' channel tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Until then, have a good one. Take care. Good night. Bye. And I see you, Vin. I see you.